He's burying all his homies. Noah's safe.
Who's next, bro?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, this show isn't fun if you're not honest.
Welcome back to the People's Podcast, The Bunt. I'm D Jones. Got my main man, The Ghost, with me. We got Jay Burrows and Antoine behind the scenes.
It's a cool thing still.
And welcome to the season finale of season 20, The Ghost. People question our energy, but it can't be questioned any longer, dog. Break the news for the people, man.
Y'all know, massive episode. I mean, y'all saw the trailer yesterday. You dig? Massive impact kitchen. We got Aaron, Jaws, Homoki in the building. We popping off. Great interview. Thank you, Jaws. I don't know if this is TMI, but we had some other plans, and then unfortunately the fires in LA kind of fucked that up. Jaws came through for us, so we can't thank you enough. Great conversation with our homie, our new homie, FP and Souls. Holla at your boy.
Fucking hell.
Then we taking y'all straight to the post office. We packed in as many as we could. Dono claimed we're gonna do an off-season bonus post office.
I'll take the heat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Stay on his ass for that, and maybe a little Super Bowl recap. And of course, wrapping it up with some wild card weekend and predictions. And then, you know, NHL and NFL or NBA next season. You dig?
Yeah, I think it's safe to move on next season. We'll leave the NFL in the past and focus on the NBA and the NHL and some other sports news, you know. But all NFL this week because we're going to miss it, man. It's the season finale. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at The Bunt Live. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/@TheBuntLive. Hit us up on our Patreon, patreon.com/The Bunt. Hit up our website, thebuntlive.com. New clothes coming for the start of next season or somewhere around there. You know, we're working on it. The ideas they're flowing. The product's on its way. Don't you worry. The hats will be there. Ghost, this is our last week, so an extra special shout out of the week.
You already know what the fuck it is, D Jones. It's Shout of the Week, brought to you by The Den, your home for all the highest quality skate videos, man. It's free with over 2,000 videos curated by people like us at The Bunt, built to preserve the classics and feature all the newest releases in the highest quality, man. It's available everywhere, Apple, Android, on the web, the big screen with Apple TV. Get in there free and watch your favorite videos. Enter theden.com/bunt. I had to extend it a little bit just because, you know, I'm done for a bit. So I might as well shout out a few things.
I love that.
Just to give the people some more shit to watch. Canada kind of popped off in the last couple weeks. So the official shout out of the week was a little edit from Charles Giroux. You know what I'm saying? The Montreal boys, Quebec boys popped off. Our boy Xander, Charles Deschamps, fucking to name a few, but go check it out. It's called Metropolis, and I think I saw Free had it posted, but yeah, the homie's Instagram, Charles Giroux. Go peep it. Great edit. That nollie flip back nose grind, Xander, you're an animal. But then some bonus shout outs. Trey Wade, yurt part for Ace Trucks. On Thrasher, insane, loved it. Doing his thing in some Vans. I don't know if you saw that one, Donald. Swagged out young man. Keep doing your thing. Skate shop up here in Canada. Brazyland, full video.
Those motherfuckers.
They popped off, gnarly squad over there. Homie with last part kind of went buck wild, literally from coast to coast in Canada. Came to Toronto, 50'd, I think that was in Commerce Court, 50'd like a giant gold rail. You know how we got the main gold rail? He smithed the wall one that's like a 13. Then he 50'd like one that looked like a 20. Anyways, that whole squad went off. Check that one out. Our boys, 9 times, Lowry, shout out. His squad, they made a little full length too called That's It. And homie with last part, I'm sorry, blanking on your name. Absolute beast. Morgan showed me his footy a while ago. So hyped to see his part come out. That whole squad went off. Our boy Sean Hale came to the Bunt Jam.
God,
made it happen.
Bro. That back three kickflip over the channel.
Bro, VX part for Birdhouse. Sean, you're fucking psycho. We should mental note, Sean, come on the pod next season.
That's a no-brainer.
And last but not least, man, this one brought all types of warmth to my heart. I don't know if you know where I'm going, Donald. Paul Trepp just put out a little, he just got on Instagram. So hyped to see him doing good these days. To me, I've talked about how amazing it was to see Antoine Dixon back on board the last year or two, and how happy it makes me every time I see a clip. It's like that, maybe even times two, because Trepp is like someone that I knew who Trepp was before Antoine, and he's like a friend. So seeing the bounce back is amazing. He put out a little part on his Instagram, Paul Trepanier. So that was amazing, and I really hope that we get to skate with Trepp this summer. So shout out to everyone.
Very meaningful stuff from Trepp. So good to see him back on the board. Absolutely love it. Ghost, one thing we always talk about is, there's not enough awards in the skate world. Ever since Trans World left, there's a lot of boxes that aren't checked. We still have our MVP that everybody's going to argue over, but there's a lot of people out there that deserve flowers, man. So what do you think about starting next season? We start tracking a couple more awards for the skate world, man.
Yeah, I feel like we've been bunting doing something like this for a while.
And it's January right now, so now's the chance.
Yeah, I'm happy you're saying it into a microphone so that we have to do it, because we've talked about it. And now, okay, so 2025, what, you want to decide on the awards or just...
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a ton. And Thrasher's got Sodi, so we could skip that. But I say we go Rookie of the Year. I say
Sports
we
styles.
Go Video of the Year. And then can we go Female Skater of the Year?
Hey, yeah, we could do that.
Is there any more you want?
Okay, let's not brainstorm it live.
but something like that.
Yeah, no, let's do it. Let's come up with the Bunt Awards 2025, which we'll present at the end of the year. And I love it. Okay, that's some more off-season homework for us. Feel free to email us in. Yeah, feel free to email us in some categories if you want. Maybe we'll pick 5 or something, and we'll track it all year.
Yeah, and Sodi's obviously a battle of the video parts, but I say we pick the one best video part of the year too. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
And then maybe Canadian of the year.
Quarter Snacks does some awards, so we gotta maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna cross-reference
and make sure we're not doing all the same shit.
We're going fresh, absolutely fresh. Coach of the year, maybe someone out there who's a
Grant.
Coach. Yeah, there you go, something like that. All right, absolutely love that. Ghost, there's only one thing left to do before we get into our last interview of the season. You're off the beers, but I, my friend, am not. And on Saturday, I went to Danny's Pizza Tavern on College in the West End in my local neighborhood. I ordered myself the Holy Trinity, a little pepperoni tavern pizza, some mozzarella sticks, and a Caesar salad with a couple cold Beamers, baby. And I suggest you do the same. Beamers available at Danny's Pizza Tavern. Get over there. That's it, man. Let's get this interview popping.
Bro, I love that. And I'm just bummed. I don't even think if you invited me, I could come, because trying to be all healthy. What could I even eat at Danny's right now? The Caesar salad's probably got too much cheese on it for your boy.
There's cheese, all sorts of sauce in there.
Let me get a water and some lettuce still.
And what do they got in there? Sardines or anchovies? Whatever those little fishies are. They were nice too, man. All right, here we go. Jaws, baby. Let's get it. We've got Aaron Homoki, a.k.a. Jaws, in the building. What's cracking, man?
Yeah, what's up? Thank you guys for having me. Pretty hyped to be here. Didn't think I would be as cool enough to be on this podcast.
Oh, come on, dog.
Yeah. But I appreciate it. Been a fan for a while, watching it for a minute, so it's cool.
That's what's up, man. Super hyped to have you here. So if you've been watching, we start every show off the same. Hit us with your favorite skate moment and your favorite sports moment.
All right, so my favorite sports moment it was funny is actually what Blake said last time was the Randy Johnson throwing the ball and hitting the bird. I always thought that was the craziest thing. Like how in the chances of that like happening were wild. But since he said that, it's not a action sports, but when Travis Pastrana did the double backflip, I thought that was the coolest thing that I ever saw. I was like, that was badass. Crazy. Yeah. And
was
just
that
like
at
watching
X Games?
Yeah, I was at X Games. And he like never tried it before, and like that was the first time doing it, and there's just his mom was there like crying and shit. Like I don't know, it was just so cool.
was that the BMX?
No, he's a dirt biker.
Dirt biker.
Dirt bike. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like
gotta watch that again.
Yeah,
those guys are crazy.
Those guys are crazy for sure. And and probably my favorite skate moment that not necessarily skating, but just one of my favorite moments was when I was in the Tony Hawk video game. Whatever, I went and did all the stuff to be in the game, and the game came out a year later or something. And I remember getting it and handing it to my mom and being like, "Look, Mom, I did it. Like this is like I made it." Like because she bought us that game when we were little kids, and like, dude, we'd play the shit out of that game, like learned all the names of tricks from that game. And then like to be in it was amazing, but to like hand it to my mom and be like, check this out. Like that was like something special. We both like little teary eyed and stuff. It was cool, man.
That's an I made it moment for sure, man. Part of that roster and in the video game. Over the years, we've had so many people like they start skating because of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So
for
it's
sure,
a big accomplishment, man.
Yeah, that's really like what set it off for me and my brother, at least. Like that video game, we started skating, and then the game, we started playing the game, and like literally, that was it.
That's awesome.
So sick.
Learned all the names of tricks. That's why frontside overcrook, they called it, instead of a nose grind, it's frontside overcrook, and battle that name all the time.
Wait, which side of that debate are you on?
Dude, I'm gonna have to go with the video game. Frontside overcrook.
Oh,
there's a backside overcrook. Why isn't there a frontside overcrook?
I guess, but
oh man,
I know.
I get so much heat for that, dude. But Tony Hawk called it frontside overcrook. It's frontside overcrook.
I wonder where he stands on that.
Yeah, do you think he was like the man behind naming all of that stuff? Like, who did that responsibility fall on for the video game?
Probably him. Like he did a lot of work to make that game like how he saw, like how he wanted it, to make it as cool as possible. And like, so just even like all the characters that he picked for it were like the coolest people, When
you would unlock their video parts, that was fucking sick.
Yes, dude. That's again another thing that like we didn't, as me and my brother didn't even understand street skating when we were little until we would unlock that shit and see like street footage. Like, whoa, they're really doing this. It's cool, man.
Fuck, man. I don't think I'll ever call it a frontside overcrook, but let's not get into another one of those debates. Too many.
I won't call it either, but I'm just sticking to my roots, dude.
Yeah.
The game told me that, so I'm calling it that.
I love it. Yeah. So, Aaron, take us back to the beginning, man. Where'd you grow up and how'd you get into skating?
So, grew up in Phoenix, AZ, Arizona, out here in the desert. Been here my whole life. I actually grew up across the street, ended up getting the house across the street from my parents. And, so just been here and kind of got into skating. Just one of my friends had a board at like a birthday party we went to or something, and we just were kind of skating it a little bit, and I was like, damn, this is fun. And then like fast forward a little bit, and my brother ends up getting a board, but it's like one of the Walmart boards, but we still were just like playing on it as much as we can. And then Christmas time came, and all we wanted were real skateboards, and so that's when we started it. But yeah, just me and my brother messing around, pretty much.
That's awesome. What was that first board you got for Christmas?
Dude, it was the World Industries board with the Wet Willie and Flame Boy, like
Damn.
kind of like fighting each other.
Yeah.
You know, or it was like the one that was like maybe they're like spiraling into each other, almost like a yin yang thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was a World Industries board, and I remember like picking through like the what was it? The like CCS at catalog, and then just like I want that board. And my brother actually, his first board was an Element board. I remember that too. He wanted the Element boards.
That's a sick first one, man. So, what would you consider your first big break in the skate industry?
Definitely got to be when I got a random phone call from a random number and answered it, and it was Tony Hawk. And that was definitely like, holy shit, when that happened. I was like, this is crazy. So, and you know, he invited me to Australia for the first trip, just come along, vibe with the team. And, ever since that trip, that's history.
Sick. What had you done at that point to get on his radar?
Well, it was funny. Like when I answered the phone call, my friend Matt Price was sitting right next to me, and he's like, he answered it for me, and he hands me back the phone. He's like, I think it's Tony Hawk. And I was like, you're fucking with me. And I answered. He's like, hey, this is Tony. I'm like, no, it's not. Who is this? And he's like, no, I got your number from Steve Herring, which was the Birdhouse team manager at that time. And he's like, Riley ended up showing me some of your footage in like one of the Happy Medium video. And he's like, I really liked it, and I want to try to bring you along and see how you vibe with the team. So it was because of Riley that it was, I think I just filmed like my the first Happy Medium part. And I had like one other part kind of before that in this random video. So I had a little bit of footage out and was street skating, but definitely him just calling me out of the blue. It's crazy.
That's so sick. You were boys with Riley at the time?
Maybe I just only met him once. I was more friends with like Deloy back in the day and like those dudes, and Riley as well. And I think I just met him at a contest and just kind of, it was like a Phoenix Am contest here or something. And then just kind of vibed with him there and started getting flowed boards. And then I just got a call from Tony.
So sick, man. Birdhouse, fucking OG board brand, standing the test of time, man.
Obviously, we talked about Tony a little bit, but you have any stories working with Tony over the years?
Oof. Dude, I don't even know. There's random ones that, actually, this one's pretty sick. We did, you know that Gumball 5000? Do you remember? It's like a race across Europe with all the random cars. It's just some random celebrity shit. Like celebrities bring their fancy cars and they go 5,000 miles across Europe. And so Tony got invited to do it. He's like been doing it for a little bit, and he invited me to come with. And that whole trip was just crazy. But like one of to like cap it off at the very end, we were hanging out with Exhibit. And Tony never ever smokes weed, but I like the one time that I've seen him smoke weed was when Exhibit was rolling it and he was passing a blunt around, and I got to hit it too. And I was like, this is so sick. And Tony's like, dude, he's like just super mellow guy, but he's like, I could not hit, like Exhibit was passing it to me. I had to hit it. And I was just like, he like instantly like went to the hotel and it's like, I'm done.
He's like, that's it. I'm out of here.
Yeah. He's like, I'm out of here. But that was like one random Tony memory that I was just like, this is pretty sick.
That's a funny dream blunt rotation. Exhibit and Tony.
Yeah.
Was Exhibit out there pimping rides or what?
Dude, I think that's probably why he was there, because he was part of that show or whatever. And yeah, I don't remember what ride he had. There's so many like like fancy like Lamborghinis and McLarens, but then there's like people that would build just like a crazy like Wiener Schnitzel car. Like, you know what I mean? It was just random as fuck.
What was Tony driving?
So we had like a new one of those new fancy Jeeps, and like I don't know, he was just doing something with Jeep at that time, or I don't know, but we needed a bigger car because we had that dude that pro BMXer named Rooftop. I can't remember his real name right now, but Rooftop was with us, so we had to have a bigger car to put his bike in. That's the only reason why we're like, yeah, we'll do I guess we're doing the Jeep. Yeah. Yeah.
That's epic, man. You rode for iPath once upon a time, and while on iPath, crossed paths with one of the greats, one of our favorites, Fred Gall. You got a Freddie story for us?
Dude, too many Freddie stories I can't tell on this podcast because Freddie is just gnarly. But dude, those iPath days. I was so young at that time too that like I didn't even like understand exactly what was going on. Like Freddie would just be gone for 3 days at a time, and just like, where did you say he at? He's just on a bender. Like, oh, okay. Well, all right. I don't even know what that means. Like, let's just go skate. Like, I don't know. But one of the stories that comes to mind for sure is when we were in Thailand and he did his Freddie thing where he just left for like 3 days. And we're in Thailand. And this is like, nobody has cell phones at that time. It's just like, Freddie's gone. We don't know where he's going to be. We don't know when he's coming back. And like, he would just do that a lot, which is, it was just hilarious. But one of the times he comes back and he has no shirt on, no shoes on, and one sock on. And he's like, I just saved someone's life. And we're like, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, something like a fucking pole fell over onto a car and it's caused a fire and he had to pull somebody out of a car when it was on fire, some shit, like some crazy ass story that it was just like, dude, that is wild. Like, I don't know. That was just one of the memories that he just came back with one sock on.
Was it ever confirmed? Did he actually save someone's life? Or, I mean,
he's told this story before. I think it like is true, like, or from whatever he says from his eyes. Nobody knows exactly what happened, but he's told that story.
I don't even know
before.
If he does.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know if he does. I know he's told that story before, but from my perspective, like, it was just so wild.
Good old Freddie, man. Up to no good, but saving lives. So you can't complain.
On a regular basis, it seems like.
Yeah. And he like I said, I was kind of little kids when we were on iPath, and he taught me like a lot better skate etiquette, as in like one time we were going to this spot that it's like under a bridge that's like this perfect U shape that is like just a sick half pipe, but it's always a bust. And whereas little kids like me and Ben Rayborn and like Ryan Reyes just like all ran to the spot, like, oh, got out of the van, instantly just run to the spot, start skating. And we got kicked out. And then Freddie was like, why the fuck did you guys do that? This is not, I was coming to skate this spot, not you guys. Like, let me skate it before you guys do that. And like, you can't just cause a button to make it a bust, And he like really laid into us, and I will forever remember that. And now I feel like, if somebody's going to skate the spot, let them skate the spot. It's not your time to,
Some wisdom from Freddie. Love it.
Yeah, he roasted us for that, and I was like, fuck, dude, my bad.
So you picked one of the gnarliest realms of skateboarding as far as just, there's rail skaters, manny skaters. You went just sheer impact animal. That obviously is going to take its impact on your body over time. How are you feeling physically these days, man?
Oh, man. I mean, not as bad as I should, I guess.
That's
but,
good.
My knee, I've torn my MCL and gotten 2 ACL surgeries on this knee. So this knee is feeling pretty fried nowadays. But, yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know how I chose this path. It just kind of was like,
I'm here now.
I'm like, dude, that's just what I do. I think it's because I don't know. I felt like, to me, sitting there trying to like struggle with like a backside flip fakie manual half cab flip out, like that sounds like more torture more than like going to like a 15 stair and just trying like, you know, a kick flip for 10 times. I think that that's like what it accumulated to. And I was just like never that good at like being technical, like a technical skater anyways. Just like I still can like hardly nose manual and like, you know, just like still have yet to switch back tail of the ledge. And like, well, I've done it maybe like a baby ledge, but you know, I just like, I don't know. Just wanted to jump, I guess. Felt good.
I mean, you're saying it as if it was like you just, I'm just in this realm, but I mean, you're arguably the greatest impact taker of all time. So I think you picked the right lane for yourself.
That's a hell of a title. Man. You just come up with that.
That's
a sick one to get. And
I mean, who else, right, man?
Like, I don't even know who else would be like some of the great jumpers of our time.
There's other people who have done
the Butcher is a big
great jumps.
Butcher, yeah,
but not as frequently, in my opinion. If you watch all your parts, it's just like insane how many times you've put your knees and like whole life and body on the line, and come out successful.
Dude, I think maybe I jumped on a lot of trampolines when I was a little kid. Like that's what I did before I skated. We just had a trampoline in the backyard, and I swear, dude, I think that maybe has something to do with it. I was like, I built the absorbing muscles in my legs, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, trampolines did. And I was a little kid, I always did just like jumping off like the roof onto the trampoline. Like my dad would literally like, there's photos of me and my brother on the roof when we're like 2 years old, like not even being able to walk. And my dad's just sitting up there with us. And so I always liked doing it.
Yeah. Heights was never an issue. In your jumping prime, was the longevity of your skate career ever something you thought about?
I mean, dude, yeah, for 4 days, I was like, there's no way I could keep this up, you know? And it's like, there's no way. Like, and especially now, like, just with the second ACL surgery, I got it like over a year ago, but like that has really changed my mind a lot about how I want to like keep skating. And just like, it definitely does make me sad. Like, I don't think I'm going to jump a 20 stair anymore, but like, you know, I just, you know, skate different nowadays, which is totally fine. I'm like stoked on that.
Sometimes people forget that you skate a lot of transition too, and you've always done that as well. So that's not going to go away, is it?
Nah, I wanted to be a vert skater when I was a little kid. Like I thought vert skating was the sickest. I wanted to be a vert skater, and then but yeah, I skate a lot of transition. I've been skating a lot more transition lately too, which is just, you know, that's what's really super fun to me right now.
So, I mean, yeah, everyone's got to reinvent themselves the older they get, especially someone like you who go like a 20 is kind of like you almost expect a 20 in all your parts. It's not going to last forever. But I'm curious these days. I mean, you're still somewhat, this is probably right around when you should start skating again, a year after an ACL. I don't know, but is a 10 stair like a joke to you at this point still? Like, cause I don't know, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay, you're like a year younger than us, 2 years, a year. A 10 stair for us would like kill us right now, but for someone who's skated 20s and the biggest shit ever is like a 10, is that like light work these days?
I mean, that's funny. That's actually funny you say that because I ollied this 8 stair the other day, and then I ollied this 9 stair the other day, and just because I haven't really like jumped down like that much stuff, went to the skate park, this other skate park that had a 10 stair, and I was like, do I want to ollie this right now? Does my knee want to do this right now? Like,
Yeah.
I'm think I'm good. Like, yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't really feel like all in this right now. But you know, I don't know. I still think it would be no problem. But
I'm sure. But yeah, because I'm just picturing like for normal knees, normal people, like what's big to us might feel small to you. So maybe you could just be like fakey training tens or like getting techer on smaller sets because that might feel like a 3-stair to you. I don't even know.
I thought about that too, for sure. I'm like, do I want to kind of just tone down the height of it and try to be more technical? But like I said, I'm just enjoying skating transition a lot right now. And then so once I just want to do that kind of. But a fakey trade down a 10-stair would be sick.
Well, yeah.
That would be sick. I would take that for days. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's going in the part of the show. Yeah, like it's not like, you know, just because I did that, like, oh, it's just a 10-stair, like needs to be done on a 15 for me to care. Like, nah, like, shit's still super sick.
Yeah, well, take your time, man. No need to rush that knee back to big impact things. You've done more than enough for one man's career in terms of jumping.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Like, I feel like I definitely have jumped a lot. And the older I get, I'm like, this just doesn't sound as fun as it used to.
Yeah, the risk versus reward factor.
And that's I hurt my ACL. Like the first time I got surgery, I skated again too soon. And of course, just tried to ollie this like big ass 4-block. It's like, I got this. And then I like stretched the ligament out again. And I was like, fuck. So that was like something. So this time around, I'm like taking it super chill. So I opted out of the 10-stair ollie. I was like, did an 8 and a 9. We're good 9, on the 10. We'll do this. We'll do this later when I feel like it. You know,
that's fair. Yeah. I like that, man. Of all of your stunts, because it's almost like some stuntman shit you're on at some points. Which one was the scariest?
Oh, dude. I mean, other people have done it, but like the loop was pretty fucking scary. Doing the like the Tony Hawk loop. The yeah, dude. It was doing that was pretty scary. Plus some people got tossed too that day. Like Tom Shar like flew out of it and broke his shoulder. And then like we're just like getting carried away and we're like walking back up the ramp like, who's dropping in next?
Yeah, that would shut down the session, man. That session should be over.
Well, it's like, dude, setting up that loop is like a whole fucking day process.
Probably costs a fortune too.
I mean, Tony's got it all in his warehouse. You just got to have the fucking forklift out there putting everything together. But yeah, that one was pretty scary. I'm trying to think of like another one that was pretty frightening. The fucking Thrasher cover. It was like a tail drop off of a dump truck into the bank of the dump truck. And that one was fucking terrifying. And at that time too, two of my actually Dakota Servold and one of my good friend Brian, they were there. And I've grown up with them my whole life, so they know how gnarly I can get. And so they were just down there drinking and just screaming at me like, you got this, fucking just do it right here. Cause it was all just a commitment thing. And like, I had my friends down there yelling at me. And I remember just one time just being like, you guys need to shut the fuck up. I know I got this. and then I just ended up doing it. But yeah, that was one. If like I stuck at the top of that, oh my God, I would have been done. Face like all the way down, shoulder. So that one was like pretty fucking frightening for sure. When it comes to jumping down stuff, I know my body pretty well of that it's like, it's not necessarily scary. It's just more of a process of like how to adjust your body weight while you're in the air to like make sure you landed or some shit like that.
It's another realm we're not too familiar with, man.
Nah.
Capped at like 10 stairs a long time ago.
Once you can start feeling the hang time, that's when it becomes fun. It comes to you like feel it a little bit, and you're like, "Whoa, that's just tall!" Boom.
Yeah, it's actually like I remember Kevin Romar. I don't remember what it was in, but he was talking about just jumping and like how it's just kind of a different ball game, and like it's easy to watch the clips, but when you're actually at the top of some huge sets, you're like, this is like a different realm of skateboarding where like, you know, anyone who skates like Hollywood 16 as a set and shit like that, Wilshire and up, it's like its own category. It's like most of us would just die and wouldn't know what to do once we're in the air, you know?
Just die.
Yeah.
Oh, for real. Like, Donald, picture me or you.
No, it's like the feeling you get like for a regular person to do like cliff jumping into a lake. You know, when you can like feel the time between the jump and the land, and you're like, this is so weird. Like, what's happening? Like, I could not imagine that like with a skateboard trying to do a trick.
Well, what's the biggest sets you guys ollied? What's your max out?
It's a 10, and I was young.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you, Safa?
I've done a few 10. I've done some flip tricks down some 10s, but it's never been more than 10. And I tried to switch ollie a 13 once and pop my shoulder out, and I was like, that's it. 10 is my number. Yeah,
10's good.
So,
man.
So wait, would you feel more comfortable switch ollieing a bigger set than a regular ollie, or were you just trying to get a clip?
No, 100%. Well, I was trying to get a photo, but I'm better at falling on switch tricks regardless. Like, it's more pain and it feels more impact. I don't know how to roll out a regular as well.
Yo, it's a side question. Did you ever switch Smith that rail in Australia?
No, but to all the haters, man, I really wanted to. And I actually, Donald knows, I haven't skated since we got back from Australia, man. My shit was jacked and I made it worse out there. And I'm extremely frustrated. Man. Not with just the switch Smith, but just not being able to skate is pissing me off right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. That feeling sucks.
But it's all good. We'll be back.
It was funny, dude. But like, I've been watching the show and whatever, but like when I heard you claim Switch Smith, and I was like, wait a second, does this dude got it like that? And so I went to your Instagram, and like you're like switch flip back 5-0ing down hubbas, and I'm like, he's got it. You got it. I believe you got it.
Respect. It's a trip to think of you going to my Insta. But when you talk a lot of shit and you have opinions, you'd like to think the person can back up like that talk. So
that's what I was saying. When I heard that, I was like, damn, like that's unimaginable to me. That's so out of my realm that I'm like, to imagine me trying to switch Smith, even like a fucking 5-stair rail. Like that would be so difficult for me to do. But like, you know,
as someone who hopes to get a few more, jumps in maybe this summer, do you have any, you mentioned the trampoline. Do you have any secrets to impact taking for the people, aka for me?
A few more jumps in, dude.
Dude. Awesome. I mean, it's not a secret, but like, honestly, dude, those footprint insoles fucking work so good. Like those are literally like, they've saved my life so many times. And like, I've tried so many insoles, and like the dude who made those got the fucking formula dialed. And it's like, that shit is honestly really good to help. But yeah, I don't want to sound like a fucking ad right now.
Well, if I know Safa, I know what's coming next.
Oh my goodness! But hey, well, before, jumping on trampolines, honestly, and this is super sideways, random, but dude, I got some I got to meet some professional pogo stick people, and these dudes are fucking mind blowing. Like it's funny because they all used to skate, but so they think of spots like skating. But I got a pogo stick and I bounce on it, and that shit is exercise, like straight up.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, but anyways.
Well, Jaws, it's been a while since I've done this on the show, but I think it's officially time. Let me get a box, Daggy. FP insoles. You dig? Hook the man up.
Oh, dude,
for a
I
few more
fucking got
jumps.
you. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you
Oh,
for sure. I'll send you some good
success.
ones. I got
Hey,
you
we're-
too, Dono.
We're
I'll send you
I'm
guys
not
a-
jumping, but I'll take the
Jeez.
insults.
Nah.
I'm not promising a few more jumps.
The thing with
Hey,
those,
no. I want you to cab 7-Eleven still. Oh, you got the other one. Fuck.
Yeah, that would be good. I should do that.
Wait,
Ender.
what's
Yeah.
7-Eleven? What is
We
that?
got a gap here. Like it's just basically straight impact. It's like over something like that high. It's just to a straight drop. But he landed
Sick.
on it way back in the day, and it would be so sick to do it at 37, 38.
Oh my god, that would be
Sick for
so
who?
awesome.
How old were you when you tried it? Probably like 22 or something.
Yeah, early to mid 20s. I think that was like around social withdrawal, and I was like 22, 23. And I couldn't ride away from the drop then. So
Age
gonna
is
be
just a
interesting.
number, according to
Oh
some.
man,
yeah,
yeah.
that's tough.
I'll get you guys some box. No, it's like I even given to my dad and shit that like fucking he just works on his feet all the time. It's good just
Yeah.
to have on your feet.
Oh, I need that for that. Put them in the
Yeah,
work
for-
boots, man. That'd be great.
Dude, I give them to everybody. Like, so I got you guys for sure.
Hell yeah.
We're back.
Yeah. Who was the last person that sent you guys a box? What did you ask for? Save
Who was the last person? Oh,
Oh.
Cairo Foster
with
hooked
what?
it up. Sent us a box of Crocs, which
Oh,
I never
sick.
knew were so important to your life. But once you start hanging around the house in some Crocs, that's comfort, man.
Oh,
Also,
hell yeah.
the same week, Jordan Taylor, thank you, sent us some belts. We love Lucy around here. You know what I'm saying?
Sick. Does he
Yeah.
have a belt company?
Yeah.
Oh, badass.
Lucy.
Hell yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
Very dope.
Dope.
Those are the last two. And then some FP insoles,
Some
baby.
insoles.
All right, dude. I got
nice.
you. I'll dig through my stash right now. I know I got a couple, but yeah, I'll give you guys a proper box for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Skateboarding was born out of surfing. When the ocean laid flat, the curb stepped up. Everyone knows that. Surfing is the mother and skateboarding her child. An emotional fireball with an artistic temperament, taking everything to heart 1 minute and acting completely aloof the next. Unfortunately, inlines and scooters are skateboarding's unwanted third and fourth step cousins who tend to show up at every family event, even though no one in the rest of the family wants them there. But never mind that now. You're a skateboarder. You love skateboarding more than you love life itself. If your partner would let you, you would make love while listening to the rundown. You have done nothing a skater should do. Smoked crack at Embarcadero, played pool with Nuge in LA, and downed over 100 cervezas with the Sour team in Barcelona. You've done it all and more, all in the name of skateboarding. But it doesn't seem to be enough. You just can't get enough skateboarding. So now you have decided to turn to her mother, surfing. If you master the mother, then maybe, just maybe, you will master her child. You watch Point Break, the first version. You understand that it's a source that will change your life. You buy a surfboard and move to the coast. You paddle out, there you are, in the lineup watching as waves roll in. Waves who unwillingly have given you skateboarding. If this isn't a religious moment, then what is? Where is Austin Gillette and his guitar when you need him? Unfortunately, the moment is disturbed by the fact that you need to pee. You have heard rumors that you shouldn't pee in the water since it could irritate the sharks. But with a bladder about to burst, you just don't have it in you to care. The beamers you had before you paddled out are now pouring out of your surf trunks like the Niagara Falls. A switch tray in all its glory, but taking a pee when needed is a true sensation. Until it isn't. Something just fucking bit you in the leg. You shouldn't have peed in the water. Now you have a shark attached to your leg. At least that is what you think when you look down. There is Jaws, all right, but not the jaws of a great white, but the jaws of the great Aaron Homoki. What the fuck, Aaron? You scream as you try to get him off your leg. He lets go, spits out a chunk of your leg, and looks at you with a kamikaze look. The same kamikaze look Johnny Utah has in Point Break. Because I saw you peeing in the water, he replies. So you bit me because your nickname is Jaws, and rumor says that Pierre takes sharks, you ask? That would be funny, he replies, but that's not why. I did it to teach you a lesson. The rumor is true. Sharks do get pissed when you pee in the water. So, I bit you while you peed, so you would never pee in the water again. I hope you learned your lesson. And with those words, he crawls back onto his board, turns around and paddles into the horizon. Who got Jaws to bite you in the leg? CHPO did, making sure the lineup is pee-free so all skaters can master the mother of skateboarding without being attacked by sharks. They also made sure that no inline or scooter kids heard this story, so they all get eaten by sharks. CHPO, the worldwide leader in sunglasses and watches, always doing it for the people. So you talked about it. We had some of your old homies on the pod, some AYC royalty in Riley Hawk and Blake Carpenter. And we're going to ask you the same question, man. That must have been one of the funnest little time frames of your skate career. So you have any stories from the AYC squad?
Dude, yeah, that was sick, man. And I was kind of like the second wave, I guess, of people that they were putting on. I wasn't on that first wave where like I didn't go to the when they fucking rented the yacht in Miami. I wasn't on that trip. But yeah, the trip that I did go on, like they were coming through Arizona, and so I was just showing them around spots, and like just ended up like vibing with everybody. And that was a trip that Stevie went and bought the portable PlayStation or Xbox, and he just put it in the van, and he was just like playing Grand Theft Auto the whole time. And so I was on that trip. And after that is when I got on the team. And dude, the one that comes to mind that is always just trips me out to this day is we were in Japan, we were in Tokyo, and Stevie's all just like, yo, we're going to go meet up and have dinner with my friend. And we're like, sick. Like, who's your friend? He's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, all right, sick. Like, all right, sick. Sounds good. So we go, of course, fucking fanciest restaurant ever, and like meet his friend, and his friend introduces himself. He's like, hey, I'm Tommy. And his whole family. And I'm like, what's up, Tommy? And then they like go inside, and like Stevie like backs up to us while they're inside. He's like, yo, that's Tommy Hilfiger. And we're just like, what? Like, I'm so naive to like fashion. Like, I didn't even know Tommy Hilfiger was a real person. Like, I thought like maybe I didn't even know he was a real person. Like, and so that tripped me out super hard. And Stevie's like, I was like, that's just your friend? He's like, yeah, he's just a friend. He's cool. And then we like go in and like we have this fancy ass dinner, and then we're gonna go skate. And like I was planning on alling over this big rails, maybe it's 16 or 17 rail, and we had to kind of do it at night because it was like right next to that Shibuya crossing, where that giant intersection that everybody's always passing. And but we're like, yeah, Tommy, you want to come watch this trick go down? And then so
no way.
Tommy fucking Hilfiger came and watched me jump down this fucking 16 stair. And it was like, it's this clip, like it was so busy that first of all, shit's just coming to my brain right now. First of all, with that trick, Riley ended up like pouring a drink off a balcony onto this dude because he wouldn't move. And the dude came up and like got in Riley's face. They almost fought. I'm trying to jump down this thing. Tommy Hilfiger's standing here watching all this go down. And the one that I had, the one I end up landing, Paul Hart, I think he's at the bottom, and he yanks this dude out of the way that I like for sure would have hit if he didn't move. And I end up landing it. And fucking Tommy Hilfiger was like, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. That was awesome. And I was like, sick. And Stevie was there. And Stevie was there. And that was just like, I don't know. I remember I ponder on that sometimes. Like, that situation was so wild.
That's insane.
Well, man, AYC's done now, man. If you need a new clothing sponsor, I think you know who to hit up, man.
Oh shit. Who am I hitting up?
Tommy Hilfiger, dog.
Imagine me in some Tommy Hilfiger clothes, just like looking all good.
I think it would be all right.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Spark the movement.
He signed a jacket. We like went and got a bunch of clothes, and he signed a jacket. And I was like, "Yo, can you write 'Don't be a model'?" And he's like, "Don't be a model, Tommy Hilfiger." And I was like, "Sick."
Damn.
So yeah, but yeah, that was the craziest AYC story. And then just like random ones of just hanging out. Stevie's like just so cool, and just like random night that like me, Stevie, and Al Davis were just like hanging in a hotel room, just telling stories, smoking joints, drinking beers, and like, I don't know, we are just all just shooting the shit. And I just remember Stevie at that time, he was like, yo, Jaws, do you read? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, read books? And he's like, yeah, you read books? I'm like, sometimes. And he's like, you need to read more books. Makes you smarter. And I was like, hell yeah, that's wise words from Stevie.
Yeah. I've never heard that before. Thank you.
But it was just so funny. Like, yeah, it was cool times.
That's awesome.
We got to get Stevie back on the pod, man. I feel like there's a million stories to tap into.
It's been a lifetime since he was on here, man.
Yeah.
He's a man. He's the coolest dude.
Tell us about the time you ate an edible while sleepwalking.
Dude. Oh my God. Dude. Oh, this shit was so gnarly. So it wasn't sleepwalking. I just have this habit of like sleep eating kind of where you just like wake up and you just like go get a sip of water and like just grab something out of the fridge. Usually just have like grapes there or something. And like, it's not even like, I don't know. I'm not like sleep doing it. I'm just like, oh, this is good right now. And just go fucking instantly back to sleep. But one time I was like, there's nothing in there. And I like open the cabinets and there's this chocolate bar in there. And I'm like, oh, fuck, a chocolate bar sounds great right now. And I'm like eating it. I'm just like eating it. I'm like, oh, this is so good. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. So I'm like, that's what I did. And then I woke up like 3 hours later with my heart beating so fast. And my stomach was like kind of upset too. And I was like, dude, I'm about to throw up. Like I got food poisoning. Like what the fuck did I eat? And then but my heart was like beating like uncontrollably fast, like anxiety style. And I was like, what is going on? Why do I feel this way? And then it like slyly came back to me. I was like, oh, wait, I ate a chocolate bar. Oh, that could have been edible. So I go in the trash can. I look at it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a weed chocolate bar. I set it back down and I look at it. It's like 500 milligrams, like whatever. And I look at it, go back, and I'm like, wait a fucking second. Did that say 500 milligrams? And I was like, holy shit. And I go back and it's 500 milligrams, which is like, this dude gave me this chocolate bar that he's like, be careful, this is strong. Like each one of these pieces is 50 pieces or 50 milligrams, which like, I don't know. Have you ate edibles before?
Dude, I've had them once and I was on a trip and we were pretty safe with it and didn't take a lot, but they fuck you up pretty quickly.
Oh, Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to a restaurant and I had to leave the restaurant. Like I was just laughing. Anybody would do anything, I'd just be laughing. And then my face started hurting and I was crying. I'm like, I gotta go. Like, can't be around people.
Do you remember how much it was that you ate?
I have no idea, man. We went to Cleveland to see a football game and we wanted to smoke some weed. So we asked James Hardy to bring us some weed. He was meeting us there and all he could find was some edibles. So we're like, I guess this is what we're doing.
Okay. That's funny. Yeah, like usually a chocolate bar is like 100, each piece is like 10. And then so when I realized that I ate 500, that's like eating 5 chocolate bars like in a row. And then so that's when the panic actually set in while my heart is already racing. And I was like, dude, I don't know what to do. It's like 6 a.m. I'm like by myself, just like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I can't go, like, I don't know what to do. And so I end up like taking a cold shower and like, I never do that. And that actually kind of helped a little bit. And I went in my backyard and just went back and forth, just pacing. And I was just like, cause it was like cold outside. I was like, I need to like, just get rid of this. And, then I'm just like, all right, the panic like kind of went away a little bit, but the heart was still kind of going. I'm like, I just need to lay down and be completely still. And then when I was completely still, I felt like my bed was like 8 feet high, and I'm not kidding. It felt like my arms were like 10 feet long. Like I was like, I'm hallucinating now. Like I've never been this high in my entire life. And then fucking thank God, fell asleep, woke up the whole next day, felt like I took a bong rip. Just like the whole day I was just dust. And then next day after that started to kind of get it back together. And then 3 days later, I was like not high. And I was like, that was fucking the worst, craziest thing ever. And I was like,
3 days.
It took 3 days for it to wear off. Like, I'm not kidding. It made me, I'd stopped like smoking after that for a little bit. And just like, I was like, that was not a good experience at all.
What did you tell your homie that gave it to you?
No, it's some random dude that I saw at like a demo or something that like just handed me some shit that I was like, dude, all right, for sure. Like, thanks. Didn't even think anything about it. And then my dumbass just like wakes up in the middle of the night, eats whatever, and I ate that. I was just like, fuck.
So that dude, hopefully he'll hear this story because that's pretty fucking wild.
Dude, I mean,
shit.
After that, I was like, dude, because my brother has like a 7-year-old kid, and like he doesn't smoke weed or even eat weed, but his lady does. She has like edibles from time to time. But like I was like, dude, like if somebody's little kid like accidentally ate that, it would like not be good. Like it would like fuck them up. You know what I mean?
Stomach pumped or some shit.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, be careful around Rocco. Like don't anything. Yeah.
God damn.
That's a crazy one.
That was seriously like one of the worst experiences I've ever had, like on any sort of drug, I guess, mind altering substance.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
So what's the story behind a police helicopter showing up when you're skating a roof?
Oh, dude. Oh, fuck. Yeah, just, I think people think that you're trying to break in. I think they think that you're trying to break into the building. And then so when people call, when they see someone on a roof and they call, they're probably saying the craziest shit. Like there's a fucking dude on a roof trying to break in or jump off the roof. Like you need to send a helicopter. And so
there's a sniper on the roof.
Like, yeah.
And nobody like, just hanging out on the roof. Right?
Yeah. And I'm like trying to get off the roof all the time. Like I'm trying to make it off the roof. But anyways, we skated it and like whatever. I did a trick on it and then we just lingered too hard at the spot. We lingered there for like 20 minutes or something. And all of a sudden like this helicopter starts circling and then it starts circling even closer and then just points its lights at us. And then like 5 cop cars come and they're just like, what are you guys doing here? And we're just like, yo, we're just skating like da-da-da. And, I had got a trespassing ticket for that and had to pay $500.
Damn. That's not the worst though.
No, it's not the worst.
You just pay some helicopter gas basically.
Yeah. And like I got it. did this stupid ass class to like get it off of my record too. Like every Friday I was in like a class with like people that are just like, you know, doing way worse things. And I'm just like sitting there like this, like same background, like, yep, what's up? So it was
that's when you got to have copies of the Tony Hawk game.
Yeah.
Just
dude,
hand them out like, yo, come on, man. Make a living here.
Yeah, I definitely tell them like, hey, this is what I do. I'm a pro skater. And like, you definitely thrown the Tony Hawk card out there before for sure. But, yeah, one of the times, one of the good dudes, like, he's like, what do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are? Ryan Sheckler or something? I was like, nah, but he's cool. He's one of the bros. He's my homie. But yeah.
Like, sure, buddy.
Yeah.
Man,
funny.
you also must have like become a little bit of a celebrity due to all the King of the Roads you were on too. You were a part of the Vice one, correct?
Yeah. Those so many people come up to me and are like, dude, you were on that one show, King of the Hill or King of the Road.
Basically the same
you were sick. It's like, yeah. So I definitely bumped my celebrity status, I guess. I don't know. Actually, I was in the Jackass movie because of that, for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one that's on Netflix for free. And like anytime we go on a road trip, if whoever's staying with me, I force to watch Jackass to fall asleep because it just hits every time. But like,
Dude,
how was
they
the
nailed it.
Jackass experience?
Oh, it was crazy. That was really cool. Like pretty much everybody was there, but Bam and Steve-O. And everybody's just super cool. Like they didn't tell us what we were going to be doing at all. They're just like, here, come here, be here. And we're just going to have fun that day. I'm like, okay. Like the very first thing is like the lady goes over like all the safety stuff and like no like sexual harassment, just like all the protocols they need to go over. Mm-hmm. And then the very first thing we did 2 minutes after she just got done talking, like, all right, we're going to stick a funnel up your guys' ass and pour hot sauce in it. And it was like, all right, sounds good. And like, since I did the fucking butt chug on the King of the Road, of course they're like, you want to get the funnel up their butt? And I was like, I guess so. And then so I had like, dude, I'm with the Jackass crew. Like I can't say no. I can't say no. You know what I mean? And so like I had Dave England like putting hot sauce up my ass, and I was like, this is. Within like I was at like 7 a.m. too. Pause. I was like right after this lady just like, all right, no, say like doing all over the protocols and safety and like no sexual harassment stuff. And it's like, all right, pull down your pants if I could stick a funnel in it.
Did they give you a popsicle after to like?
Yeah, they did.
Cool it down. Cool.
Yeah, they did, and I mean that kind of like worked. The worst was it dripped onto my balls. Dude,
it kind of worked.
It kind of worked. Like it cooled it down, but like the worst was it dripped onto the balls, and the balls would sting. My balls were stinging, and like, oh my god.
What's the recovery like for that, man? Hot sauce in the ass.
I mean, that was nothing compared to what was going on, what was going to happen the next part of the day. Like, that was just nothing. It was just whatever. It was a few hours of ring sting, I guess. And you're good.
Yo, how many stunts do they do in a day? Like, you just went for one day?
I went for one day, and I went for the very first day that they were shooting. Yeah. And so, like, that scene I'm talking about didn't make it in the cut, but it's in the, like,
it's in the Netflix part, Jack Forever or whatever.
Yeah, like the
behind the scenes rough cut.
Bro,
yeah.
I mean, it's up for debate if you want that to make the cut or not. But just the fact of doing something so gnarly and it doesn't make the cut, you're like, are you fucking kidding me,
dude? I mean, it was just like it was insane. But whatever, those dudes are just so wild. And like, whatever, one of them. So it was the first day that we were shooting, and we did that. That was literally the first thing. And then they did like a couple other ones where they like jumped into a pair of pants from a ladder. And like, I thought I was going to do that. I was like, oh, I could do that one. And they're like, no, you're not. We're saving you for the other one. All right, fuck. So whatever. And then like one of the times I went to the bathroom and they set up the ball, the thing that shoots the ball, really fast. Right when I open the door, just the ball comes flying right next to me. And then Johnny Knoxville goes, I'm actually kind of glad we didn't hit you, Jaws. I was like, me too. I'm glad you did too. But anyway, so then I have to do, or they asked me to do the shit that I'm doing. They're like, all right, so we got this idea. You're going to be in a fucking banana hammock, and we're going to spin you around this hammock and launch you out, and you're just going to go flying. And we're going to set a little kiddie pool over there, and you try to hit it. I was like, okay, sick. Sounds good. And so they had this stunt man there that was practicing how to do it. And this stunt man was fucking dying. Like he would get launched out every which direction. And the worst was if there was no slack on it, if there's a little bit of slack on the swing up, it catches and it swings you straight down. So it's like, boom, like it'd be like that. And he did that, like, they obviously he had like a fucking football whole outfit, every part of his body protected. And like, he did that a couple times. And I was like, yo, like, how hard is this? And he turns towards me. He's like, this is like one of the hardest things I've ever done. And I was like, Cool. Like, sick, dude. The stunt man is like saying this is extremely hard, and I'm watching him die. Like, he's just getting launched out. They can't figure out how to get the momentum right or which way to tilt it and let you, because you have to tilt it and let you go. And then so me and him are like explaining to each other like how that we're going to do this. And he like starts doing it. And I'm like, okay, you got to adjust your weight in here. You got to push your hand down. He starts doing it pretty good, explains to me how to do it. So I get in the thing. I put on all the fucking equipment, fucking shoulder pads, helmet, like everything. And I start doing it. And like the first one, I do the thing where I get whipped straight down. So I just land like straight on my face on a mat. And like, I'm like, if that was the ground, I would be like fucked right now. And so we're figuring it out. I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit as I'm getting launched here and there and whatnot. And then so we're almost getting ready to do it. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I need to do it one more time. And I do it one more time, and I fucking launched to the side, and I end up hitting my hand on this wall, and I end up like breaking the two metacarpals in my hand right here. And I obviously didn't know it at the time, but I was like, holy fuck, like my hand is fucking burning, like this is hurting. And I was like, well, we have to do it right now because I'm losing grip strength on this thing. Like if we don't do it, like I'm not going to be able to do it. And then so they put me in the banana suit. And I was like, I'm keeping my helmet on. They're like, do you want to do it without a helmet? Or like, they're trying to get me to do it without a helmet because I look better in the banana suit. And I'm like, no, I'm wearing a helmet. Like, this is not safe to do, you guys. I could fucking eat shit. And my hand is already fucked. And then so we end up doing it. And we're just like, fuck it, let's do it. And they're all spinning it. And I end up, the very first one, I launch out, but it's like on the ground, kind of. I think that scene's in the credits, but it's like on the ground kind of, and I'm like, hit the pool, and I'm like, yeah, woohoo, thank fucking God it's done. And Jeff Tremaine comes up to me, he's like, hey man, do you think you could do like one more, but try to launch out really high? And I was like, I can't say no. Yeah, let's do this. I like can't say no. I can't say no. So I end up doing it, and thank God it launched out. I launched out good and got the clip and whatever. I don't know what you call it. Yeah, I don't know if it's clip. Got the stunt. I don't know. Whatever. But and it ended up working out, and they're like watching it on the inside, and they're all like super stoked on it, and so I end up just going home, and like 6 months later, I get a call. They're like, hey, your scene made the cut in the movie. Like, come on out. And I was like, fucking thank God. That's wicked. Damn, man. So yeah, I went home and I had the big ass puffy hand, got sick ass insurance from it that they just paid for everything. And like, went and got a little cast, not even a cast. It was like a little splint thing, but yeah.
Nice. Well, you said your days of skating 20s might be over. I hope your days of foreign liquids up your ass are also over.
Me too. Me too. I'm good on doing that, but yeah.
Damn. Well, in the realm of random injuries, what's the deal with biting your tongue or splitting your tongue? How many times has that happened to you skating over the years?
It's happened kind of a lot. Not like a lot, but a good handful of times. And I don't know, when I skate, like I just have a gnar face. Just like I'm like fucking just like Crit's tongues out or whatever. And so sometimes I land. Yeah, fucking hell yeah. And sometimes I land and fucking my knee will hit my chin, or it'll just come down with so much force that it just like the jaw just clicks. But yeah, the knee hitting the chin is like the worst. One sucks.
That's fucking awful. That happens to people on trampolines a lot.
For sure.
People who don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. You got to have some sort of like air control. Otherwise you're just like, oh. But those ones are just like, I don't know how it happens, but sometimes it happens that the knee will just come straight to the face. Mm-hmm. And that's like, yeah, that one sucks.
Yeah. What's the story behind the party pool?
Dude, this one had to be from Dakota. That's a dude. Holy shit. That's digging so deep. That's so funny. When all my friends started smoking weed, like I didn't want to start smoking weed. Like I didn't smoke with them, and whatever, they would always not like give me shit, but like they would, I don't know, they would just be smoking outside. So one day I was like, dude, I'm down to try it, but you got to hit it through this 20-foot PVC pipe. Like you got to hit it, and I'll stand at the end and I'll inhale it. And that was like one of the first times of me smoking weed was when my friends, like we called it the party pole, just like went from one side to the other side and just blow weed into it. And I'd like get a hit and I'd like run over to him like, look, blow it out. Just like little kid shit, like, you know.
That's awesome.
And so, yeah, that's the story with the party pole.
I fuck with that.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Obviously, we love doing this, going behind the scenes on some of our favorite tricks from our guests. So take us behind the scenes on the Kickflip Melon El Toro. What was that session like? Was it more than one session? And whose idea was it to have the champagne at the bottom, man?
That was my friend Derek Tracy. That he was like, "You're going to land this, so I'm going to buy a bottle of champagne, and we're celebrating right when you land it."
That's
and you know,
sick.
just like more motivation just to do it.
Yeah.
Now that I planned on doing that trick. I planned on doing that because like at that time I was just like kickflip meloning shit, and I was like, I mean, I still kickflip melon shit, but it's like at that time I was like, this trick works really fucking good, and I think I can do it down El Toro. And so we just made a trip out there, and it was for that X Games Real Street.
Yeah.
And like there was like 50 grand on the line to win, and if you won that, and like I was like, dude, we're gonna go hard. Like let's go get that trick. And so we ended up getting it, and like it was just a random, not like random, but like Jordan Hoffert was there, which was pretty random. And I remember the very first try I stuck it, and I was like, oh, this is done, we got this. And I think like 3 or 4 more tries later, just landed it and did the broken board roll away, which that always feels, it's so surprising at first. You don't realize it, and then you're just rolling away and you're like, oh, it's done. Like we did it. It's done. And so, yeah, just very special day. And yeah, friend Derek literally sprayed that bottle directly into my eyeballs. Like I think you see her in the clip just go like this, like first try, just sprayed it into my eyeballs. And yeah, it's a good time. Side note, that dude that bought that bottle, he battled early melon on El Toro. He battled it. It was a span of an 8-year span of him first trying it to fucking landing it. And that was like the last trick that he did. He was like, I'm fucking doing this. Like, cause he was like one of the dudes who's not that good at skating, but just wanted to send something down El Toro. So he's like, I'm going to early grab it. And so he fucking early grabbed it.
He did it.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. He fucking did it.
Derek,
he got his name's Derek Tracy. He's like doesn't even skate at all anymore, but he's like funny, man. He's a good dude.
That's epic. The other one I wanted to hear about was the tail drop kickflip melon into the ditch off the like top of the bridge. One of the most like shocking things I've ever seen. And the bail you took, Jesus.
Dude, that bail was actually one of the scariest things ever too. I remember that clear as day. I think I was just with Rhino at that time, and Rhino is like, I don't know, I feel like when you skate with Rhino, like you gotta bust some good shit. And so like, I was like, dude, I think I could maybe tail drop kickflip melon off of this. Like I did it on some other shit before that. I was like, but this one would be like the one. And then so we go there, and Rhino's shooting the photo, and the very first thing that I do is I try it, and I do that slip out thing. And I was like, oh my God, like that was hectic. And then Rhino's like, go grab grip tape, put it on the tail of your board, and put it up on the bridge. And I was like, you're a fucking genius, Rhino. That's yes, exactly what I need to do. And so I did that. And just remember, that's one of those that you could feel the hang time for sure. And then it's just waiting for it to go into the hand. Cause like once it goes into the hand, it's there. You chuck it underneath you. And fucking A, I don't know how I did that one. I would never do that again nowadays. There's no fucking way.
Dude, that was one of the more. I was just watching like some footage a minute ago, like before we started, and my mom and sister, I think, were in the room, and my mom like gasped when she saw you bail and then land it. She was like, "What the f is going? Is this skateboarding?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're about to interview a nut job."
Oh, dude, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, one more question: kickflips or kickflip melons, man?
Well, like, what does he prefer?
Yeah, because he's kickflipped and kickflip melon, the biggest shit you can think of. What makes you pick one or the other?
It's got to be it's got to help with the hang time, right?
Oh, it helps with the hang time for sure. It's definitely easier than a kickflip. Like fucking 100% easier than a kickflip. It depends on what I'm doing it on. What am I doing it on? Is it transition or on the streets?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying in general, which one do you prefer and what makes you pick one or the other depending on the spot?
I mean, dude, you can't go wrong with a good kickflip. Like a nice, just solid, good kickflip always feels dope and it feels really cool. And I've actually been doing that a lot more on transition, where I've just been trying to just kickflip, no grab shit all the time. And it's a lot of fun. But if I'm jumping down something, like I do like a good kickflip, but if it's something that I want to like, that I know I can't, that would be hard for me to kickflip, and I'd rather just kickflip melon it and just do that. And I can send that trick down much bigger shit. It's usually like if I can melon it, I could kickflip melon it. Like you just got to wait for it to go into your hand. But yeah.
We wouldn't know about those type of things, but yeah, you've done like the biggest kickflips and kickflip melons. So
maybe when we get these insoles, you know, fuck knows what's possible.
But have you guys ever melon grabbed like out in the streets?
No.
I need to do some yoga. I can't even like really melon grab.
That's so funny. That's
you
like
can't reach down there. Is that what you're saying?
I have like one like middle finger. I've never been able to like kind of get that one.
But like, how often are you guys grabbing your boards?
Never. Pick it up. That's it.
Pop shove tail grab once in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Pop shove tail, dude. That one's sick. Do you ever do the whip around one, like the bam?
I would
the
love
bam
to.
one.
I gotta do that one day, man. I would love to.
You do.
Cody, our friend Cody, could do them. I think he used to, like flying out of a ramp.
Dude, Clive did it to like I guess it would be board slide on a rail. He like pop shoved, then threw an extra shove to board slide on a rail, like bump to rail. I was like, that's so sick.
Yeah,
he's a stunt man too, dude. He's
a wild one. He is a wild one for sure.
So Jaws, man, you've been on a TV show with King of the Road, started in a movie, Jackass. You've been in a video game, pro skate career. Like, what's next for Jaws, man?
Dude, I don't know. Skating transition. Just
sick.
Trying to become a vert skater.
Dude, that would be dope, man.
Yeah.
I think you got it.
Yeah. No, I got some footage that been sitting on and like hopefully put it out this year. And I mean, I should be able to put it out this year. We'll see. But, you know, gonna be working on another part and then just skate, become a vert skater. I don't know. maybe actually work on a YouTube channel and make it real sick. So that'd be a good retirement plan there.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Hey, you got the following on Instagram, man. Just try and get that over to YouTube and you're chilling.
Yeah, I've been fucking with the YouTube for sure. It's a lot of work. Hands down, it's like so much work to just make proper videos and keep up with it and like, you know, I don't know. But it would be cool to get it popping.
Yeah. Yeah, your one with Neen was sick. That was a dope video.
Sick, dude. Hell yeah. Thanks. Yeah, that's my friend Trevor that used to work at Vice. He filmed the King of the Road stuff with us, and me and him just kind of got a bond and just freaking filming cool shit. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
feel the heat from here?
Yo, 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 it's Rapid Fire with the Ghost, and this week we're honored to be brought to you by Venture Trucks. Your truck crisis ends today with the help of Venture's new V8 truck, the only truck with an 8-hole pattern to adjust your wheelbase by 1/4 inch per truck, 1/2 inch in total, extended pivot housing for added base plate contact and less wheel drag on nose and tail slides, plus longer truck life. The choice is yours with the V8's adjustable wheelbase available at NJ, Directive, Select, Plus, 35th North, Impact, No Comply, Rhythm. Tell him Eric Costin sent you. He helped design them. You get me? Venture, the Frost, the only truck.
Oh shit! I actually wrote
Aaron,
down
you ready
notes
to
for
make
this.
it pop, blood? Oh, you got notes?
I did, some of them I had to remember some of these. Got the yep.
Hell yeah. I love a prepared rapid fire. All right, let's get it, Aaron. Favorite skater?
Favorite skater. And this is a weird one, but Alex Chalmers.
Oh, sick.
Oh, hell yeah. That's not weird.
He was
Canadian.
I mean, not weird, but just very random. But yeah, Alex Chalmers, man, he was the sickest doing all those flyouts in the Sorry video. I was this is sick.
Love that. Favorite video?
Favorite video, the Flip Sorry video. It was my first video, and that definitely had the most impact on me for sure.
Sick. Favorite video part?
Favorite video part, dude, it's got to be Andrew Reynolds' Stay Gold. I thought that was a masterpiece. Mm-hmm. And I know that he put his heart and soul into that part to like make it the best that he possibly could. And it truly showed. And just the sick ass editing, John Miner, like, yeah, fucking
sick choice.
Badass.
Hell yeah.
And that band too, that song, I can't remember the band's name, but it's so epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Favorite style?
It's got to be probably Grant Taylor. Can't go wrong with GT. His style is so good. And then like watching him in person, I don't know if you guys seen him skate in person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's fucked.
Magical.
It's even sicker.
Yeah, it's insane. Like the amount of board control he has, and just like, I don't know. He's fucking sick for sure.
He like knows exactly what he's capable of, you know?
Yeah,
right.
for sure. He knows exactly what he's capable of. That's what's sick when you see that in a skater.
Mm-hmm.
Which skater had the biggest influence on the way you skate?
Kind of a random one again, but Bob Burnquist, I think. I was like, I mean, it's I don't skate like him, but like when I was a little kid, I was like, dude, he is so sick. Like, just, I don't know, the way that like the crazy ass lip tricks that he would do, and just like, I don't know, he was kind of a stunt man too. Like, it was just cool. So I think Bob Burnquist definitely, like, I wanted to emulate him when I was little. Like I said, I wanted to be a vert skater, and I just decided to jump instead. It's easier to go down the stairs.
Chapter 2 coming soon.
Yeah.
Most talented skateboarder on planet Earth.
Dude, Tom Shar. That kid is unbelievable. And I don't know if you guys seen him skate in person. I think he's at that Bunt jam.
Yeah. We did just
I did that big ass frontside ollie. Is probably so chilling.
That was special to witness for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I went and watched him skate the like the mega ramp thing at Elliot's house, and it was so crazy. Like 720 tail grab the gap, like second try to fucking huge ass fucking heel flip Indy, and then just like chilling, like wasn't even anything. And then
so sick.
Also, like, he's got flat ground skills too. He's got a good ass switch flip on flat ground. I'm like, damn. Like, he's got some flat ground skills. Like, dude, he is one of the most talented skaters I've had, for sure.
Sick. Favorite trick?
Probably backside 360 melons.
Sick.
Like, just out of quarter pipes. Again, like, Alex Chalmers style, just like launching out of things, like back 3 melons out of things over fly boxes. It's so fun.
Fuck, must be nice. Hardest trick for you?
Bro, you're gonna be bummed on this, but dude, switch trays, man. So fucking hard, shit. Dude. They're so hard. I've been working on them too, man. I've landed like a few, but like since my knee surgery, I haven't done like the good clean one yet. I've been working on it. Try like 5 or 10 a day sometimes, just to keep it going, you know. But yeah, switch tray is hardest fucking trick. I've been trying to learn it for like years now.
Man, Safa promised the people a trick tip video, and we're still waiting on that one, man.
Well, it's like the people that can do it, like Blake, like, dude, it's like a sweep of the back foot. Like, it's not even anything. Like, I'm like,
for regular humans, that back foot doesn't sweep.
Never sweeps for me, man.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do it in Melbourne, but my ankle was just not. Like, I don't know. It's coming as soon as I'm feeling good again. I got you. You got fucking insoles for us. I'll make a switch tray trick tip just for you, my guy. Fair trade.
Perfect. Well, give me it right now. Give me like a secret tip right now that I would need.
I mean, Donald said it's just the sweep, but I guess that's like a cop out because when people say that to me when I ask for a tip on a regular tray flip, I just feel like my muscles just don't like work that way. Are you setting your front foot up by the bolts, or are you like way back here, freaking Mark Appleyard style? I'm way back. Yeah, on switch, I'm pretty far back. Front foot's irrelevant. Okay. I'll sweep on the back foot. Yeah.
I'll sweep, and then I've been just noticing keeping my body weight like super far over to like follow the tray flip a little bit. Like I don't know. It's just the sweep, bro. I'll get it one day. Give me a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, trick tip coming soon. I'll get into extreme detail.
Yeah, we need the deets. All right, hell yeah.
Most illegal trick.
Fuck, man, probably bonelessing onto handrails. I'm like, nah, just. I know. I think did BA do one? I think he had one. He gets a pass, but like,
yeah, for sure.
Did he do it to tail slide? Or lip slide?
No, I think he's done to Smith grind and lip slide.
That's kind of gnarly.
Smith grind. I don't know. Gnarly. Lip slide for sure.
Lip slide, yeah. You mean you just gotta trust it, but like to Smith, nose grind, lip slide, nah.
Yeah,
yeah. No, I like that because if someone else said that, I would and you didn't say the BA part, I would say BA gets a pass, but you're on it.
Yeah. BA gets a pass because I was like thinking about this. I'm like, dude, he gets a pass, but fuck, dude, I hate it. It's a cop out. It's just a cop out. Like if you can, I don't know, just smith the rail. Don't boneless.
And BA gets a pass because we know he could smith it or lip slide it if he
wanted. Exactly.
But when you can't do that and you're just bonelessing in, like, nah.
I'm good on that.
Favorite clip you've ever gotten?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot, but like one that comes to my mind. For sure, that's pretty special was I kickflipped this 17 stair here. It's called Sandra Day O'Connor 17. And I like ollied it when I was younger. And then it was like always in the back of my mind to kickflip it, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. And it was like maybe like, I don't know, 3 years later or something. And I was like, all right, let's go try to do this kickflip. And Joe Homoki was there, shot the photo, rest in peace. He was there, and I ended up, that day, like I was just tripping on it, like this is gonna be, we'll see if this is gonna work or not. And I ended up doing it in like 7 or 8 tries, and I like didn't touch the ground, which I'm like usually always just touch the ground, which is not that sick anyways, but like it's some of the shit I'm doing, it's like I'm not doing that again, so I'll take that. But I like caught it and I landed it and there's no hands on the ground and I was rolling away and I was like, oh, what the fuck, it's done. And then we went and got ice cream afterwards and it was sick.
Let's go.
Awesome. That was one that I was like pretty proud of for sure, that sticks to my brain.
What's the worst trend you've been a part of? I
don't know. I was super into the puffy skate shoes when I was a little kid. I remember all my friends got the Osiris D3s and I was like, damn it, I want them, but I don't want to have all the same shoes as my friends. So I got like some super puffy DVSs and I was like, these are sick. And I ran puffy shoes for a while, I feel like. And then I was like, no more. But yeah,
That's a good one.
I don't know if it's a trend because that's just kind of how the shoes were made back then.
Yeah.
A little bit,
Yeah.
you know. But
I
like,
mean,
a
everything
trend
was
in the shoe
puffier,
game.
but there
Yeah.
was definitely like extra puffy compared to
Yeah.
the average puffy back then.
oh yeah, I thought the D3s were the sickest shoes ever. And
Yeah.
then all my friends had them, and I was like, no, I'm gonna get different ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually think I still have a pair of D3s up there.
No way.
Yeah, they're sitting
Oh,
up there.
Cyrus. So
That's
sick.
sick.
Hold up. Still got them, baby.
No.
Still got them.
Wow.
had
Are
to
those
keep
from
these.
back then?
Wow.
These were at the CCS warehouse,
Skate
And,
history.
and I
right
was like,
there.
Matt Price was working. I was like, Matt, I'm taking these. And he's like, go for it. So yeah,
That's a
Sick.
wicked one to have.
yeah.
What's the gnarliest trick you've ever witnessed?
There's a lot that come to my mind, but the one that sticks out was I saw Tony do a 900 when we were in Barcelona on a trip. I think Riley talked about this on the last one, but like, yeah, I remember just him doing the 900, and that crowd of people was like fucking 15,000 people. Like, it was the most people I've seen just ever. And he lands it, crowd erupts, just like such an insane moment. And just happy that I got to see him do a 900, like pretty special.
That's incredible. What's the one trick that got away?
Y'all know that bump to fence that Dylan Reeder did the impossible tail grab over?
Mhm.
And it was like, yeah, dude, I tried hard flip on that maybe like 4 different trips. That thing's in Albuquerque. And dude, tried it like 2 hours each time, and like stuck not that many, but just like stuck a couple. And I was like, dude, I think I can do this. And then by like the 4th time going, and like I was just like, dude, I give up. I don't think it's happening. Like, it's done. And at that point too, they like changed the spot as well. They like raised the fence way higher, and like,
Fucking hell.
so it's like not even there anymore. But yeah, that one got away for sure. I also tried heel flip on El Toro, but I didn't even get close to it. Like, I didn't even stick one of those. So I never really had it anyways.
Wow.
But yeah, the hard flip over the fence, I think about that one. I'm like, damn, wish I would have got that one.
Yeah. When the spot's gone too, it's just extra painful.
Torture.
Yeah,
chance.
yeah. But it was also kind of relieving at the same time too. I was like, dude, okay, now there's like a legit reason why like I don't want to do this too anymore.
Yeah. What's the biggest bunt you've ever witnessed?
Dude, I thought about this one for a little bit too, but it's got to be my friend Nick Farini. Do you guys know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark Star.
Yeah, dude. He gave his footage to Happy Medium rather than to Dark Star. And I remember like it was either like a text message or something, but like Nick was like showed me or said or something that was like, Chet Thomas was like, hey, if your footage in this local video is better than the footage that you gave me, we're going to have problems. And and of course he gives all of his good footage to the local video instead of his fucking sponsor, Chet Thomas, Dark Star, like where he could have easily had a career. And he was like one of the best skaters when we were so young. Like me and Dakota, like we all grew up, Nick, we all grew up together kind of. And he was like backtailing 10 stair rails before Dakota or me were even touching handrails. Like it took us like a while to get there. And he was like nollie front feebling rails like so long ago. And I thought he was going to make it like super big as a pro skater, but nah, he bunted it pretty hard.
What did Chet say to him when he got the footy?
Oh, he was pissed. I'm sure he was pissed. Like he just kicked him off. Like, hey, yeah, we're not. you don't do that. Like this is a sponsor that's trying to put you on. That's going to pay you. That's going to help your career. But you chose to give your footage to the local video. Like it's just like cool. You had good footage. Like in a video. Like it doesn't. I don't know. You need to start a career. So yeah, he bunted it super hard with that shit.
Yeah, definitely remember I mean, yeah, I guess now that I think of it, it was like a flash in a pan. Is that a saying? Like he just was so good. And then it was just kind of didn't see anything after that. But I definitely remember a lot of nollie rail tricks. Did he 3-flip that long 6 or what is it?
The long
9. Long 9.
The 9
Yeah.
Civic Center 9 stair. Yeah, that video, like the video is titled like best 360 flip of all time, and that video got like fucking 8 million, 10 million views, whatever it is.
Damn.
Like, and it's just But he 3-flipped the shit out of that thing. But yeah, dude, he was so good. Like I thought he would be like where Ryan DeCenzo is at now, you know, like as Dark Star, whatever. But I mean, he would have found his own path. But he at that level of a pro skater, like he should have done it.
But what, like, what happened? He just didn't want it after the Dark Star thing.
Yeah, I think he just kind of like sizzled out of it, and yeah, now he like owns a bar and has 2 bars actually. Me and him went in on a bar and we make money off that, which is cool.
Oh, let's go. All right. At least there's a happy ending.
Yeah, for sure. No,
he's not crying about like almost making it somewhere.
Nah,
Okay,
he's doing good right now. Like, yeah, he's chilling. So
that's what's up. Love to hear that.
I still skate with him all the time, and I love beating him in a game of skate because he used to be so much better than us, and now I'm better than him. So I just try to beat him in a game of skate as much as I can, and it feels so cool.
Wait, yo, did he end up riding for Jart?
Yeah, he rode for Jart for a little bit. He was
still chasing it for a minute because, yo, I just remember this because I just saw Ricky Webb posted something and I was like, I didn't even remember he changed his name on Instagram. So I thought it popped up on the Bunt feed. I'm like, who the hell is this? It's like Ricky Davon, and then I clicked on it and I'm like, this guy looks familiar. Scroll down, I saw JP followed him. I had to ask JP, like, who is this? He's like, oh, it's Ricky Webb. I'm like, oh, that, because they shared a part in the Jart video. That's so sick.
That's right. That's right, dude. Yeah. So he like kind of, I mean, he was a pro skater, but it's like he should have been like next level. Sure. And now he like had a pro board for this local company called like Lame Brain, and then like now he's just he skates for fun now.
Hell yeah! It all worked out for Nick, despite his bunt.
Despite he could. Just felt like he could have had such a good career. But
sorry, we got sidetracked there.
Sorry,
what's the last new trick you learned?
The last new trick that I learned actually, and I haven't done it, and this was like 2 years ago. I did a nollie heel nose slide big spin on a little down ledge. And it's the most tech trick I've done for sure. But I did that and I was like, damn, like I want to start doing those more. And so I still haven't done it since.
2 years later.
2 years later. But like more recently, I've just been kind of like working on tricks that I kind of skipped, I guess. Like backside lip slides on quarter pipes, like actually sliding them like good. Like I can do it, but it's like to do them good. And that's because I see Tom Shar doing a kickflip back lips and I'm like, he does them so easy. I'm like, bro, god damn. So yeah.
That's that Rune Glifberg lifestyle, man. Flip back lips.
Dude, yeah.
Sorry. Let's go.
I did a couple of them, but I haven't got a good one to slide yet. Like I slid like maybe like a foot or something, but it's like I want to like slide it good. So maybe kickflip backlip on transition too.
Dream job after skating.
I would want to be a farmer and like grow a bunch of food and like just slang fruits and veggies at the farmer's market. Just like have some chickens, have some land, just get a nice little zone just away from everything. Just have my own little farm out there.
That's
hell yeah.
I think I'd be a farmer. That would be fun. or something like insanely chill, like a janitor at a library or something. Like just something like so just chill. I don't really have to like. There's a janitor at a library. No one ever comes in here. I'm just chilling, like sweeping the floor. That seems very chill.
That's weird.
To each their own, man. Favorite local brand?
Favorite local brand has got to be my buddy Brian's brand, which is called Sweetwater Steelworks. He just like has built all these like crazy like pivot doors and fences for like $1 million houses and shit. And like, you know, it's just like it's super cool to watch him. Like he started in his garage and now he's like this big company. And like, I'm really proud to see him. And the street we're on, we live on is Sweetwater. So he named his company after Sweetwater, after the street. That's and then, but more skate stuff, probably Faces, the skate shop out here. I think they're doing a bunch of cool shit.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite local skater?
Favorite local skater is Josh Hawkins. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Hell yeah. Tray Flip. The famous set out there. Yeah.
Yeah. The 16. Dude, he's like so good. Still so good. Was so good. And he just kind of got sucked in that Powell vortex, I think. And just kind of like, you know, I had like the Powell vortex of just like, you know, just lost in there. And,
you know,
you get lost in there. Freaking DeVille's
Josh is coming for all his whole crew, man. Nick, Josh, fucking bunch of dusters.
No, but dude, like Josh is, I mean, he's still my favorite. Like we go skate like at least like once a week. Like it's still sick. And he's doing his own thing too. He actually has some like metal fabricating shit and like, yeah, he's killing it as well.
That's
hell yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the one sponsor you regret riding for?
Oh man. I mean, it was my very first sponsor, but there's this local energy drink company, maybe not even local, but like it's called Chronic Energy Drinks, but they spelt it with a K. And that was my very first sponsor. I remember they gave me like 2 cases of energy drinks and I would just put them in my backpack and slang them at school, bring like 5 of them and sell them for like $1 a piece or something, make like $5. And so like, yeah. And then I remember, they kicked me off because I didn't wear their t-shirt in this contest. I like chose to like not just cover it up with a hoodie because the logo was so whack. And I was like,
oh my God.
And they're like, hey, we noticed you didn't want to wear a shirt or show it, so we got to kick you off. And I'm like, all right, cool. Sounds good.
You're like, okay, deal.
Deal. No problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever. But yeah, that's probably like the worst one. And I've just done like random shit like on Instagram, like worked with random companies, like fucking had one that was like these tips that you would put at the end of a joint. And I had my own pro model tips. And the dudes were like trying to sell it so hard. Like, dude, we're going to sell millions of these, dude. You're going to make some fucking bread. Like, this is going to be sick. And we sold like 25 of them. And we sold like 25 of them, dude, like seriously. And they're just, I got a package of them. I'm like, these are so stupid. Why'd I do this? They had like jaws in the fucking things. You smoke it. He's like so dumb, dude. Made like $20.
Oh shit. That's a good one.
Yeah, dude. So stupid shit like that I've done, just like trying to deals on Instagram. Nah.
Favorite teammate ever?
Favorite teammate ever? He's gotta be David Loy. Dude's been through so much, and I've just watched him grow into like the awesome human that he has become, and just we became such good friends. And he just gets shit done too. Like it was funny. We went on this like rave cruise, which is called the Friendship, and it's like a 5-day cruise, and it's just like techno and rave music. And yeah, if you're into that, like it's so fun. If you're not into that, don't go. But like if you're into it, it's so fun. It's so fun. So we're into it, and we're going, and like we got our hotel from the dude. And it's like just a little room, like as big as this, with like 2 beds squished together. And David's like, nah, this ain't going to work. We went and go talk to the dude who's throwing the whole entire cruise, this dude, Gary. And he's like, yo, we need a bigger room. And fucking Gary hooks us up with this like fucking suite that has like 5 different rooms in it, like 2 bathrooms, giant ass balcony, like one of the baller ass rooms on the cruise ship. And I was like, David, how the fuck did you just finagle it? Like, how did you just do this? Like, let's just get shit done. I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah.
If you don't ask, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, there's another side random one that like we were in line in New York for this club and Tony was with us and we're just like standing in the back of this line and David's like, nah, screw this. Like went up to the front, talked to the bouncers, told them we were Tony, got all of us in and we're just like scummy skaters and there's like all these people dressed up super nice to go to this fancy club and like it was just hilarious. You just got shit done. It was funny.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I love the dude.
Worst teammate ever.
Tate Carew. You guys know who that is?
I don't
I don't think so.
He just got on. I wouldn't expect you guys to, but he just got on Birdhouse. He just turned pro for Birdhouse because he was in the Olympics, and they gave him a pro board. And the dude knows absolutely jack shit about skating. He knows nothing. We were in the fucking
Welcome
van.
to the team.
We were in the van on the fucking Birdhouse trip in Australia just this last year. And fucking, we're in there and we're just like roasting him, kind of just being like, yo, like, do you know any of these skaters? And like, he didn't know who Jerry Sue was. Didn't know like Mark Appleyard. Didn't know fucking Heath Kirchart. And we're just like, okay, we're like, yo, dude, have you ever seen The End? And his response is, the end of what?
In the Birdhouse, man.
Like in the Birdhouse, Tony's right there. We all just start dying laughing. Like you literally just said that. The end of what? It's like the end is a fucking skate video that has all this that a fucking team that you ride for. Like you should know this shit. Like and so the kid doesn't know jack shit. He needs to learn some shit.
That's awesome.
That's insane.
Yeah. He needs to learn some shit.
Worst company.
Man. I don't know, dude. Fuck. Probably Tensor Trucks, dude.
You didn't like that little slider piece?
Dude, I had it when I was a little kid. Hell yeah, I thought it was sick. And then the slider piece would come out.
Yeah, it would pop out.
And it would pop out. And I would be like, this is bullcrap. Yeah. Like me and my brother's Tensor Trucks, the shit would pop out.
They look sick, though.
Yeah,
are they still sick. Around?
I don't know. I think they are, but they got rid of the slider piece. The slider piece is no more. So now they're just trucks.
I never tried them ever, man. It wasn't
really?
For me.
Dude, they were sick, man. Rodney and day one, dude.
The slider plate got me for sure. I was like, Mom, I need these.
How am I gonna no slide?
Worst trend?
I don't know. Probably I would just have to go with like becoming a pro skater and then partying it away.
That is a sad one.
Yeah, I think that's probably the worst trend to fall victim to, I guess.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah. You've seen it too many times. There's just like, even also like, you get hurt, people just drink it away and they're just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst one where it's like, you're just so bummed, but that's literally the worst thing you could do when your body's trying to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, on my notes, I forgot. I was like, there's a different worst trend. The worst trend, people trying to film like Bill Strobeck.
So true.
Dude, so many people, I see so many clips. There's just like zoomed in on the person's face, then straight down to the board. And I'm like, stop doing that. Like he can do it. That's his shit. Like that's his shit. But everybody else trying to emulate him. Mm-hmm. I'm so good on seeing that type of footage.
Couldn't agree more. And also, I don't know if like I'm so not tech with cameras, but I feel like some people's cameras don't have like the non-shake on, like some like, I get like a headache watching some videos that are so shaky when they're trying to do that. Whereas like,
there's
a way to do it properly. Yeah. The steady shot. Like,
earthquake cam when the person just like like this, like, dude. Hell. That's pretty harsh too, but
good one. Two good ones. Worst style.
I mean, I know I have a pretty bad style for sure. My knees go in, my freaking hands are flailing everywhere. I'll take hands on the ground, makes, like, whatever. But if I had to pick, and I know this is low hanging fruit, but that Jeff Deshaire. Dude.
Oh, Jeff.
How did you
Boy.
just pronounce his name?
Jeff Cheshire. I don't know how to say his name. Jeff Wansong.
The Worcestershire sauce or whatever it is.
Yeah. Dude, like I skated with him, or he's out here, and I watched him like laser heel this gap like third try, and I was like, that was fucking mind blowing. But like, I can't care. I don't know, dude. And I know he's low hanging fruit, but fuck.
I just always feel bad because he's like the homie and he comes up so often, but he's a real one. He's
a real
handle
one.
it.
Yeah. I was like, I mean, I consider him a friend too. And like whatever, we've just shot the shit.
Buried him.
Like,
He's burying all his homies. No one's
I
safe.
can't.
Who's next, bro?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, this show isn't fun if you're not honest. If you're just dodging the questions left and right.
We
Real
appreciate that.
Love it.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it real.
With that said, man, last but not least, who's the last person you want on the sesh?
Oh man, I'm gonna get some heat for this, but Mike Sinclair.
Oh shit! What?
He's not stopping.
Oh no!
I'm not stopping, dude. I've already came this far.
Shit.
Man.
Is there a story behind this or just
Nah, dude. I love the dude. Mike is so sick. Mike's the man. But like, I just like, he's so neutral that like, I would just rather him, if I'm trying to a heavy trick, I would just rather him not be there. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he just doesn't. He's too neutral. It's like it doesn't even matter if he's there or not. He's like, he doesn't know how to like bondo the spot. He's just sitting in his car eating snacks. Like,
Wait, after all these years and fucking, he's like the van. Like those guys are known for just being on the road all the time. He still can't bondo a spot.
Dude, I swear he ain't doing
that should be
shit.
his like specialty, you know? He needs to like get ahead.
Like, dude, like, I don't know. Skating with Jason Hernandez filming the birdhouse when we did the Saturdays video. Like, dude, he freaking had me go stay at his house, fucking would feed me, take me out and go get food, fix whatever spot I needed to get fixed, find all these spots for me, driving my ass around, going and getting me weed. Like, like it was sick. Like, you know, Sinclair doesn't do that type of stuff. So like, you know, just, and I love him, dude. I love him. Like, he's the fucking best, but like, I don't need him at the spot with me.
Hey, we might have to get Mike on next season, man. It's time. He might need to clap back on
defend
on
himself.
record.
Oh man, yes, I would love that. I'd be sick. But I love, for the record, I fucking love you, Mike. But like, you know, you can go eat snacks at a different skate spot.
Yeah, I gotta be like the Blake interview where I was like, no, not Vern, the bearings. Yeah, no, Mike, you know you're my dog. Come on,
Get this guy out of here, man.
He's not bad. He's just neutral. He's just there. I'd rather him not be.
Well, Jaws, man, thank you so much for coming on the show. Absolutely killed it, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. It was a blast. Appreciate you
fun,
guys. Man. Yeah.
Hell yeah, Aaron,
Yes,
fucking legend.
Welcome back to the post office, brought to you by our good friends over at Dickey's Skateboarding. Quality workwear since 1922. From the work site to the streets. Ain't nobody keep you fitted like Dickey's, man. Ghost, an absolutely packed post office. End of the season vibes. Let's get it popping, man.
All right, man. First up, we got one of my favorite emails of the season from Haywood Jablomi. Haywood, you tried to get us. Despite that, I still liked your email. All right. Hey guys, long time bunt hole, first time wiping. Writing. Was just wanting to show some much needed support for Seifa and his sexual convictions in regards to cartoon females, which was brought to light a couple episodes ago. It was understandable for Dono to not know about Vi from Arcane and her beauty, for he hadn't seen the show. But him pretending he has never felt such an attraction is just simply infuriating, and has this bunt hole fully clenched with frustration. Donald, do you really expect us to believe you felt nothing growing up towards the fictional animated characters such as Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit with their long dreamy legs, or the seductive relaxed eyelids of Lola Bunny from Space Jam? This is an injustice to Seifa as well as to bunt holes and bunt wipes alike. My only quibble with Seifa's beautifully honest admission is that Jinx simply steals the show in Arcane, but I digress. So Dono, I think I speak for all listeners when I say you owe Seifa an apology for pretending cartoons can't be hot. I give you the opportunity to admit either of my two examples are in fact hot, or you can admit to an example of your own. Make this right, Dono. P.S. The numbers don't lie. Lamar Jackson once again deserves MVP, and Gabbers should have got Sodi. So I already loved the email, but then throwing in the Lamar Jackson on top was just chef's kiss. What was it? Haywood Jablomi. Respect. Well, you can't, but maybe if you were Vi. Just kidding.
I mean, I don't think I was rude to you about it. I just said that ain't for me. Cartoons ain't for me, man. I never fantasized about a cartoon. Maybe when I was younger.
No one's talking about fantasizing. Just when
isn't that exactly what he's saying?
No, he
thinks they're hot.
Exaggerating, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I brought it up, I just said when I originally said
your
it,
sexual
I was like,
convictions in regards to cartoon females.
No, but when I originally said it, I just said, "Yo, Donald, have you ever thought a cartoon was hot?"
And I just said no.
And
did I
just,
come at you?
You
did
quickly,
I roast you?
No, but you quickly just dismissed it without even thinking about it.
Well, clearly it's possible for some people. I guess Seifa's not alone in this. He's not on an island by himself. Good for you, Haywood. I'm happy you found cartoons that you like.
Wow, still on his high horse.
There's no high horse. I can't. I'm not just gonna lie and be like, okay, yeah, actually, I was into Lola Bunny. Like, I just never thought of that, man. Just didn't cross my mind. A cartoon rabbit wasn't the one for me. But I'll apologize if I offended you and Haywood.
I don't give a shit.
There's nothing wrong.
I didn't think anything of it. This email just cracked me up.
Yeah, great. It is a great email. But you're right. The numbers don't lie. And the MVP is obviously Josh Allen, only team in the league to beat the Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. 9 Pro Bowlers on the Ravens, and the only Pro Bowler on Buffalo is Josh Allen himself. So clearly more important to his team. Gabers for Sodi. I guess you could make a case.
No, there's no case there. Come on, don't be silly.
Well,
That's our boy. I mean,
you can make a case for anyone. I'm not going to say you're right. Some guy made a case for Grayson Fletcher while we were in Melbourne, but is what it is. All right, moving on. Or you want to talk about anything there?
No. I mean, we'll see. We'll see when the MVP is announced. I mean, we'll get to it in the rundown, but they're about to face off, so that's going to be popcorn.
It's as good as it. Okay, we'll get to it, but like, the sad part is that this matchup doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
But it obviously will.
If someone wins MVP but loses that game, everyone's going to be on their ass.
I think the voters should just be like, you know what, winner gets the MVP.
Yeah. Let's not forget the Ravens absolutely destroyed the Bills in the regular season too.
Yeah, and they also lost to the Cleveland Browns, but is what it is. All right, next up, we've got an email from JP. Recently went to Street League in my hometown. Would y'all hit that shit if it came to T-Dot? Shout out to my twin brother Nick, who put me onto the pod years ago. Still. Absolutely.
All day. Street League, please come to Toronto or even just Canada. It would be epic. I've always wanted to go. Love watching them.
Perfect.
Get us some VIP bracelets, man. Mm-hmm. All right, next up, we got an email from Mike Papchiak. Now, even when it's like real names, I'm like, wait, let me double check this ain't some fuck shit.
Oh, this is a nice long one for your boy.
Fuck, yeah. Seifa and Donald, the bunt is the best. I've listened to every episode ever. thanks for all your work. It was cool to get those little tours of the stuff on your walls. Oh yeah, coming at you a little bit. A couple weeks back, Seifa's board and Dono's art lineup. Donovan, the third piece from the right on your wall is hung upside down.
This one?
I don't know. It's a reproduction of one of Joseph Alber's paintings from his series Homage to the Square. Like a skateboarding lifer continuously working on their craft, Albers cranked out more than 2,000 paintings of nested squares over the last 25 years of his life, something like one painting every couple days, to study the interactions of different colors using that simple four-sided form. Not saying you have to hang it right side up, but wanted you to know. Sounds like you have an interest in art. Do you paint? Okay, on to the skate content. I'm curious if you do skate transition at all, now or in your past. I'm always impressed to see the level of transition competence that some street pros have. I've seen Appleyard backside 180 into a mini ramp hella popped. I've seen P-Rod, that's the wrong person to bring up. I've seen P-Rod drop and switch on a tall ass training facility quarter pipe. I've seen Lizard King carve the fuck out of a backyard pool. Foya rips that coping. I've seen him alley-oop nose grind on the turnaround quarter pipes in the middle of his street league runs, which is super dicey and just shows how skilled that dude is on any terrain. My question for you guys, what is the best transition or lip trick you've done? And even if you don't really care about transition or have never really skated it, what would be your transition dream trick if you could magically choose one? Thanks again. Frontside Mike, Berkeley, California.
This is a great question. No, I don't paint. I have a small interest in art, but that's all my aside from the Dylan Reader, that's all my girl's doing. But I'll fix that painting for you for next season.
Yeah, that's so epic.
The funny thing is, he could just be trolling, and it could be right side up, and I would literally have zero idea.
I don't think
I'm gonna take his word for it.
Yeah, I would take his word for it.
Sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Best trick I've done in transition, like any type of transition.
Yeah, but no disrespect, Paul, but P-Rod's the guy doing tail stalls and axle stalls and rock fakies in his runs. You know what I'm saying? Which I would do too. But he ain't the one doing back nose blunt stalls like a shot.
No. Yeah.
That was just a funny example.
The best transition trick. It'd probably be some sort of street bank or something like that. I am terrible at transition. Maybe some like bank to curb to bank shit, but that's not really transition. Yeah, basically just your basics, man. Some back disasters, some pivot fakies, front 5-0s, maybe a switch front 5-0 might be the best. But the dream is back nose blunt. That would feel awesome on a quarter pipe.
It's never too late.
Right,
eventually we're going to be in our mini ramp only phase, probably.
It's funny because we had that phase at Shred when we were kids, where we were like super into it, mostly because the skate park was so packed, but still.
Yeah. I can't really think of my best one, but I used to have blunt kick flips. That would be a sick one to relearn this winter. Good. And my dream one, I'll try and learn that. If I get blunt kick flips back, it would be sick to do like a frontside pivot flip.
Oh,
back in.
Nice.
Or I've always wanted to do kickflip front 5-0 pop back into fakie too on a quarter pipe.
Have you ever done the front 5-0 back 180? Like the backside pivot fakie or frontside?
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Kickflip in or kickflip out is sick.
Excuse me.
Not both together. That's a little too much probably. But yeah.
What was the transition trick you claimed on the barn in the summer?
Oh, I gotta learn that one too. Nollie flip, nose blunt stall.
Sometimes I wish that, and I'm sure that Josh Clark does as well, we recorded our Bunt Jam meetings, because when Seifa gets his eyes on these obstacles, the ideas go flying through his head.
Fuck.
Nollie flip, nose blunt stall. That's a good one.
Never even tried that.
Thanks for the email, Frontside Mike. Appreciate it. All right, next up, we've got a voice note from Shane Allen. Let's take a listen, man.
Yo, Bunt, what's good? I got a question for you. I was watching Trapasso's part in Prevent This Tragedy, and he does a kickflip on flat ground in the middle of a line, and that got me thinking that most people probably can't pull that off, because I'm not really sure about the validity of a flat ground kickflip in the middle of a line. But then that got me thinking even more that honestly most tricks on flat ground are not valid in the middle of a line, you know? And there's only a few tricks that are. It's like tray, switch tray, nollie flip, switch heel, nollie heel. Like if I saw someone do a hard flip in the middle of a line, that's kind of crazy. Or like a backside flip, that's kind of crazy. But half cab flip, kind of all right, you know what I mean? So my question to you is, what tricks would you never want to see in the middle of a line, and why? And if there's any exceptions to the rules, what are they? Like, I remember Louis did a nollie backside flip in the middle of a line, and that looked really cool. But most people probably couldn't pull that off, you know? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know.
I love that voice note, first of all.
It's a dangerous thing when you get our boy Shane Allen thinking, man. Yeah, deep diving. Dude, kickflip is one where I would never do it. I don't think you would do it in the middle of a line. But there are people out there who have that kickflip where you're like, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing a flat ground kickflip.
Yo, but he actually got me thinking, because why the hell is a heel flip valid and a kickflip isn't?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, a kickflip's not invalid.
Well,
you just choose to overlook it.
But think about, I'm just thinking, you know, when there's those random rules that get passed down, and when we're kids, all of a sudden we're like, kickflip in a line, like, you just don't do that. Like, why?
Front
I don't
180,
know.
You don't do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could picture some sick 180s.
Favorite flat ground trick to see in a line?
It's too hard to pick the trick. It's always how it's done. But like tray flip and nollie flip, probably the safest two tricks, most commonly done. And when they're done well, you're never mad at it.
Half cab flip is up there as well.
Really good.
But my favorite is just the good fakie flip.
Yeah, yo, I swear he said fakie flips aren't valid.
Yeah.
Which
he said a lot of stuff.
If he did say that, he's tripping.
Yeah.
But what was the real question?
The hard flip one was the one.
That one doesn't make sense.
If someone's willing to do a hard flip, like, good on them.
I just don't. The varial flips and hard flips and varial heels, like, they make sense if you're trying to flip your board around or something. Because I would never do that. Yeah, I would never do that if my feet, like, I don't want to be on my board backwards. If you're coming out of being backwards, then
that's
useful.
the thing. A lot of the time, unless you're doing like a tray flip or nollie flip, just a straight trick, the trick's chosen so you can get into a proper stance or have your board the way you want it.
But like saying like he's seen one nollie backside flip that looked good, I'm like, what are you talking about? You got to watch more videos.
Yeah.
I'd say most flat ground tricks are valid because it just depends how you do it.
Yeah.
And that that kick flip he was referencing was definitely one of the kick flips that you're like, trapasso all day.
I want to see that shit.
But yeah, thanks for making us think. And if anyone has thoughts on that, why are kick flips generally not valid, but heel flips are? I'd love to hear some theories. All right. Next up, post office regular, Nate Feldhaus in the building. What's up, Buntholes? Let's hear some 2025 trend predictions and three brands you think aren't going to make it into 2026. Hell of a season. Hope you all are well, and Happy New Year.
Okay, trend predictions. I think we're going back to smaller pants. I think the bagginess has gotten out of control, and we're going to find ourselves slimming back up. Not to tight like we were in the early 2000s, but to a good size.
That's a great prediction. Any brands come to mind?
This is a crazy one.
That's a harsh one.
Wish death upon who?
Well, a couple that they're probably already dust as a cop out, but those brands Jaws brought up.
Yeah, Tensor.
Well, no, Tensor seems like they were dust 2 years ago, but the other two, that energy drink probably was dust years ago. But those little joint
Oh yeah,
things,
yeah, his collab.
done.
What else is there? You need a trend. You got to tell me a trend that you think is about to take off.
Fuck, I got none. Sorry, Nate. And we have 5,000 emails. Let's keep
Whatever, we're
it
sticking with it.
moving.
Pants are slimming down. Watch. Mark my fucking words. It's time.
It's a great
All right,
one.
next up, we've got an email from Corey Kearns. Good day, fellas. Rapid fire questions for you both. 1, did you clip up in Melbourne? Yeah, I don't think we were extremely thrilled with the clips, but there are clips, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
2, what was your favorite spot you skated in Melbourne?
Probably no piss, just because we don't have like a chill, no bust, good ledge spot. And I feel like a lot of people were like, yeah, we don't even like going there. I get how if we lived there, you get over it after a while, but not having a plaza like that in Toronto, it was nice to, minus the flies. It was fun.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, no piss was something else. That place is beautiful, man. Number 3, where was Grant Taylor? You want to
He
tell
hurt
him?
hurt his foot right before he was bummed. I think he texted Donald, sent him a picture of his foot.
It didn't look good.
Yeah.
That's one of those things you can't control, you know? Hopefully he's better now. And 4, when the fuck is the Bunt video dropping?
Next Bunt Jam is the plan. So I'm trying to stick to that.
And whenever that may be, the video's fucking coming out.
All right. Next up, we got an email from Sean Hall. Oh, voice note. Starts with, fuck Atiba and Costin. Let a real Shata in that fantasy league. Just kidding. Funny side note, you guys might enjoy it. One of my victories was by 0.42 points and happened when the Giants blocked that game winner against the Seahawks, and my opponent had Jason Myers as his kicker. I live in Tacoma, which is about an hour south of Seattle, and I was watching and screaming with joy at a pizza place full of Hawks fans, including a child's birthday party. They were salty. Wow. Love those wins. Right.
What up, Bunt Gang? It's your boy Sean coming to you fresh off the championship rookie season, 10-4, first year playing fantasy. Took the league by storm. Coming for that repeat next year. Give me a boomer and a buster for next NFL season. Someone you think is going to exceed expectations and someone you think might fall a little short. I got my eyes on Jalen McMillan down there in Tampa Bay. I think the young bull might go kind of crazy next season. And if he doesn't, you can come back to this and call me a kook. But yeah, also Ghost, how you doing on the post-holiday booze cleanse, huh? Not necessarily with booze, but I can certainly relate to overindulging during the holiday season. So yeah, what's good? You holding strong or you fall off the wagon? Let us know. Peace, boys. Holler at you next season.
Sean Hall. He pulled a Mason. And he had sounds like he had Jalen McMillan too.
And it's Mason. Dude, how has the first 2 weeks after the holidays been?
Well, I started on like the 5th or whenever I came back from the county.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't been that long, but yeah, I'm good. Been eating healthy, been eating less, and no drinking whatsoever so far.
I wish I was right there with you, man. I ate pizza 3 days in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I drank 2 of the days. So Friday and Saturday. It's a fucking hard world out there, man. It's cold out. What else we got to do?
It's a cold world. Bundle up.
Pizza is as good as it gets, bro.
Real shit.
Danny's Pizza.
I drove past Badiali's the other day, and I was so tempted to pull over. But I was like, bro. Fuck. I just started trying to fucking be healthy. I couldn't do it. Not in January.
Okay, quick boom or bust. For me, I'm going to stay in Tampa Bay. I say Bucky Irving goes to the absolute next level next year. If Rashad White, for whatever reason, leaves the team, or even if he is there, clearly the team started to favor Bucky as well. And then a bust, I'm going to go with, I don't know if I should pick on Sam Darnold, but maybe Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I feel like if Sam Darnold flops again tonight, then that magic dust might have worn off after an epic season. I'm gonna stay in Tampa Bay too, and I hate to say it because he's the ultimate G, but I'm gonna say Mike Evans finally steps off the 11 years of eliteness.
Damn,
and maybe doesn't get 1,000 yards. Actually, fuck, he missed so many games. That's the only reason it was even in question. But we'll say Mike Evans bust, and boom. I mean, shit, he already boomed as a rookie, but let's just go Bryant Thomas. Is it Bryant Thomas Jr.? I mean,
are we talking about the wide receiver in Jacksonville?
Yeah, the wide receiver. Yeah. He might be like
He's
a round
boom?
2 pick, man. Yeah,
he is going boom, man. And then one more bust, the fucking whole Miami Dolphins team. They're done, bro. Poor ad chain.
Yeah.
Sick email. Thanks, Sean. All right, next up, we've got another voice note from Peter Morris. Let's take a listen.
Hey, what's up, guys? A couple questions. One is, what would be your dream ledge trick to learn? And the second question is, if you guys got in a fist fight, who do you think would win? All right, let me know.
I think we've actually answered both of those over the years. I would lose in any fist fight because I just wouldn't participate. I've had way too many concussions in my life, and I hope the homies know this. If a fight ever breaks out with our crew, I cannot participate. I can't help anyone. I'm running for the hills, baby. I can't get hit in the dome. And dream ledge trick, let's just go with nollie frontside flip switch crook.
Nollie frontside flip switch crook. I feel like you could do that. Yeah, in case people haven't heard, me and Seva have been in 2 fights in our life, both resulting in a tie. One was a 90-minute wrestling match in our youth that literally went nowhere, ended in a tie, and then we had a boxing fight that also ended in a tie. 2 headshots, and then the people broke it up. Dream ledge trick. I would love to be able, and I'm like, maybe I could do this, but pop shove front crooks like Yalda, I feel like I'd be happy with that.
That would be, that trick's terrifying. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I just feel like
so well.
I get scared just rolling up before I even pop because I just feel like my wheel's gonna go over every time. You know,
I know the shit part that I hate about front crooks is you just got to do it long. Like the people who do them long aren't really like getting into pinch right away. They kind of let the pinch get in there as the time goes on, or like how long it is. But it doesn't work for pop shoves, and I'm just terrified of it.
Bro, Deshaun Jordan did it down like the longest mellow ledge at a skate park, like down ledge, little hubba thing. It's fucked. Like 30 feet probably.
Great email.
Shit. This one, I might skip the homie Patrick M. I'm sorry. It's a novel, and he's just going on about if you do a blunt slide, but it's not like vertical on like a rail.
Oh, like down a rail.
Yeah.
Fair.
So we hear you. It's better when they're propped up, but whatever. All right. Next up, we got an email from Paul Herman. What's up? First of all, I want to give a major shout out to my mutual friend, Seb Lyman, aka Sebastian Lyman, Bass, one of Donald and I's best friends in the whole world. Filmed us for years growing up, grew up with him. Legend. Me and him worked together a bunch here in Berlin, and I know you guys grew up together, so it made me even happier seeing him wearing a Bunt sweatshirt in a work environment. That leads to my next point. As I am working as a director, my dream is to come down to Toronto to shoot a commercial and have the Ghost working as key grip. In regards to the show, I love to see you guys improving over these last seasons, and I think this season has been the best so far. Love how you guys shine light on some of skateboarding's mysteries, such as Keelan Dad or Trevor Colden. Keep it up. Another thing that'd be super interesting would be to get more episodes on filmers or photographers, especially European ones such as Austin Bristow, Ben Shadorn, or Tor Strom. Keep it up. Much love from Paul.
Epic. Sebastian Lyman. Fucking absolute legend.
Just realized there was no question in there, but when I read it originally and I just saw Bass's name, had to flag that one. Seb's 19. Oh, you didn't come home for the holidays. I don't know when we'll see you next.
Oh,
but,
yeah. That was weird.
Yeah, that's why I went to the county. I'm like, oh, Bass ain't in town. I'm out.
You're like, fuck the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, him and Phil
Jesus
didn't come
Christ.
home, so it's like I see everyone. We see each other all the damn time. We got our keg dinner, and then I had to hit the county. Yeah,
I would have.
I don't know about me being a key grip anytime soon. I'm fucking barely a grip, but if you come to a fucking thing here, I'll get you in contact with my key, and I'll pull up on set. How about that?
All right, next up, we've got an email from Connor Madden. Yo, Bunters, back in the post office this week to clear up the slight confusion from my email last week. The panhandle of Florida is the upper part that represents a frying pan handle. Now that we've got that cleared up, let's hear your guys' top 5 Floridian skateboarders. My list would have to go with Blake Carpenter, Burt Wooten, Brad Cromer, Clyde Singleton, and of course the boss. So stoked my email got read last week and already anticipating y'all's return with season 21. Big love from down south. All right, bro, we've heard about all the legendary Florida skaters. Let's pick some young bucks, man. Let's hit them with something new. Let's spread love on the youth.
I mean, it's fine to put your own 5 in there, but it's always so annoying when they put theirs in there and it's like...
The obvious answer. Like now I'm gonna not read their list, but let's pick some young bucks.
Your top 5's pretty fucking flawless, though.
Yeah.
Let me go with. Let's just go back and forth because I don't know if we got 10 young bucks in us.
No.
So let me spark it with Josh Wolf,
Elijah Odom,
Reza.
Fuck, dude, where do I go now? That's my Andrew squad's done. That's it, man. Oh, Jay Pone. It's a homie down in Florida.
Yo, all day. Yo, if you hitting me with Pone,
give him a legend.
You know, I gotta wrap it up with. I was gonna be harsh if I picked one or the other, but let's hit him with the fucking Matt Lee and John Gaby combo. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
love
Matt Lee's a pops these days too, man.
Yep.
Fucking can't wait. Next time we come down, because I don't think he had his kid yet last time I was down there. So when me and Donald pull up, come meet the youths, man.
Let's do it.
And skate with the other homies we were just talking about. Lot 11, we coming.
All right, one more email. Finish it up with whatever you want, Ghost.
Oh shit, eh?
And then there's a lot of emails that we're not getting to, or we may have passed you. We're gonna do an off-season one, me and the Ghost. So maybe we'll bring a guest too.
Hey, and this time Donald's claiming it. So if he punts,
fuck me,
his feet on the fire. Holy shit! Hold on, there's so many to pick from here. Let me see if there's an obvious one. Oh, you know what? Let's end this season with some love for our brother Ants behind the scenes. This one was to Ants. From Ralph, dear Ants, what was your inspiration behind the hypnotic rundown beat? Happy New Year and thanks for the great season, boys. Ralph.
Hell yeah. Thank you,
Take
Ralph.
it away, Ants.
What's up, Ralph? Thanks for the question, man. Honestly, I like to just let my music kind of inspire me. I don't really come into any project with like a preset idea. Although I will say this beat specifically, I think there was a little bit of a Migos influence. I love the way the Migos was really swingy with their beats, and I think at the time, that's kind of what inspired that style of beat. But yeah, I think it fit well with that sports talk, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. Cheers, bro.
All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning into the post office. Get your emails, voice notes, and some video questions into the Bunt Live at gmail.com. I almost forgot it for a second there. And we're going to get that off-season post office. Trust me.
I love it. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Rundown, the Skateboard World source for sports. Ghost, last one of the season. Absolutely crushed. We're leaving, heading into such big playoff games. But I think when we come back for that post office, we'll do a little Super Bowl wrap up. So we'll do it around that time. Hopefully we're down in Florida where it's nice and warm. This is our last chance, our last mini MVP debate. If you have anything left to say about Lamar, or you want to shout out a runner-up or another potential winner, this is your last chance.
Team Lamar, let's get it. The numbers don't lie, man. The numbers don't lie.
So if it's based solely off numbers, how come, like, what about Joe Burrow?
They didn't make the play. It's not based solely off numbers.
But the numbers don't lie. There's numbers in both sides.
Yeah, but all the like key quarterback numbers, Lamar has Josh Allen beat, and then he whooped him when they played in Buffalo, I think.
I mean, if you listen to Dan Orlovsky, he lays the numbers out pretty clearly. That it's a Josh Allen most important player to his team, and Lamar's more of like the best offensive player. But anyways, next year, looking ahead, could we have a new MVP outside of Lamar or like the regular nominees?
100%, man. I mean, some of the young guys took a step back this year, and then others, such as Jaden Daniels, just burst onto the scene. If Joe Burrow has a fucking half decent defense and they make the playoffs, he's probably the front runner if they won their division. So yeah, Burrow's never won one, huh?
Nope. You want to know the absolutely crushing thing about, obviously, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals season was crushing, but they lost to the New England Patriots in week 1.
Oh, I remember.
And if that didn't happen, they're in the playoffs this weekend, and he's probably being nominated for MVP by some people. So that's football, baby.
And part 2 of that meme, because I know we both follow NFL memes, probably my favorite Instagram account in the game. Part 2 of that meme was the Patriots remain with the first overall pick had they lost, and the Bengals make the playoffs.
Yeah,
love that shit.
That poor coach. So, all right, divisional round, or the wild card round, almost over. It's Monday afternoon. We still have the Rams and the Vikings to go. Last prediction on Rams-Vikings.
Man, the Vikings, I think I picked them. You picked the Lions last week. But for me, it was like a pick with my heart because Sam Darnold was my MVP in fantasy. So I was just like, Vikings. But like, I didn't even believe it when I said it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you said
and then
dude.
The Lions just shit all over them.
Wasn't even close.
Bro, that was disgraceful.
I knew it was going to be Gibbs all day.
Yeah, that was insane. Did he have 4 touchdowns?
Something psycho like that. It just shows the possibilities if David Montgomery isn't around.
Yeah. So, man, where is it? Oh, it's in Arizona, huh? They moved it.
Yeah, neutral territory, which favors the Vikings.
Mm-hmm. They got more diehard fans, that's for damn sure. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to double down on my man Darney. Shout out Nicole. Shout out Tim. Shout out Davis, our Minnesota family. I'm extended fam on Monday night.
Yeah, you can shout out whoever you want. But the show is over tonight. The feel-good Minnesota Vikings season comes to a crashing end with Sam Darnold absolutely embarrassing himself 1 week after being celebrated in the locker room. Couldn't get it done in Detroit. There's no way he gets it done in Arizona. Los Angeles needs this win, and they'll do it for their people. I'm not going to shout out everyone we know from Los Angeles because the list is too long. But Atiba, the Bills absolutely destroyed your Broncos, so I hope you get a win with the Rams tonight.
Is that one of Atiba's 7 teams he roots for?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. No, you gonna play that angle, like pulling at the heartstrings? Of course, love to all our LA.
But that's what
fans.
Sports
I didn't think about
does.
that. Yeah,
that's what sports does. And they're playing for something bigger right now. They're doing it for the people. Shout out to everyone in LA going through everything that they're going through right now. Obviously, thinking of y'all.
Okay. Donald went that angle. Is that the only game today? Shit, it is.
So let's just recap quick rapid fire of the games that went down. Chargers Texans, did not see this coming. This game probably ruined more parlays over the course of the weekend than any other, and that's why Vegas always wins, man, because nobody thought the Texans were winning this shit.
Did I say Chargers? I can't remember when we were predicting last week.
Or maybe I was just so confident in the Chargers I didn't hear any of the outside noise.
You definitely said Chargers. I may have too, but it was not. I think one thing we did say was the Chargers came in with momentum, and Houston just was so ass to close out the season, and something happened, man. CJ Stroud woke up, didn't look back after looking like absolute dog shit all first half, or right up until the halftime. I can't remember when he turned it on, but he had his mojo back, and it was good to see.
Yeah, it was great to see, man.
That was a horrible game, though. Overall,
it's god awful. And now it sets up for the Chiefs to get them on 3 weeks or 2 weeks off. It's just a absolute fucking joke.
Yo, Herbert, what do you think, man? How many times are we gonna go back and forth on this
Herbert's
guy?
Fine. I'm fine with Herbert. He had a great bounce back year with Harbaugh. He's got Lad McConkey, but he needs a lot more than that. Obviously, he needs more than Lad. Lad's a nice slot receiver. He needs some fucking weapons. And
bro, he threw 4 picks, man, and I think he had a fumble. He was
I know,
god awful, man.
Like we said, there's fucking 3 great quarterbacks in the world, so he's not the worst.
He's not
what
the
do
worst.
They do? Draft a quarterback,
bro? I think he's 0-3 in playoff games now.
What do they draft a quarterback?
No, of course not.
So yeah, all right. Sad, but now Texans, Chiefs. Who you got?
Chiefs all day, man. Light
It's
work.
a fucking sad world that the Kansas City Chiefs get to play the wounded Texans. But here they go. They earned it. Next up was a rough day for your Steelers, man. It's been a rough 6 weeks, to be honest with you. But
5, yeah.
At what point do they do this properly? They need to start fresh, man. This team doesn't have what it takes. They need to lose and rebuild. As great as Mike Tomlin is, we always celebrate, whatever it is, no losing seasons. Always, gets the most out of his players, but it's not helping.
Well, the worst part about it is, even if you suck so bad one year, there's no guarantee you're going to just hit the jackpot on a quarterback first tee. I think they got to trade for someone somehow. I don't know, man. I really don't know. It was. I mean, I shouldn't say this to Steeler Nation, but I knew they had no hope. So I'm just yo, Baltimore, just get it done, put us out of our misery, and let's run it back next year. And I was kind of excited about our QB situation coming into the year. If Fields is that dude, clearly we saw what happened, and now we're right back in purgatory, man. It's kind of a frustrating place to be.
Did Fields get a big enough chance? Are you you saw what he's possible of, and you're down to write him off, or you want more Fields? Because you can't want more Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you were on Russell's nuts.
I had to. He's my fantasy quarterback. But
that you dropped and then picked back up.
Yeah. No, it's a cold world out there. Well, Dak went on IR. So is it Russell, Justin, or someone new?
I'm done with Russ. He's such a band-aid.
Russ is out.
I'm like, yo, if we're gonna suck, here, this is my game plan. You made it crystal clear for me. Thank you. We're done with Russ.
Mm-hmm.
He's old anyways. Like, we're not gonna win the Super Bowl next year with Russ.
Nope.
So you're done. Thank you for 10 wins. And then we go to Fields, and if he's shit, we just play it out, and he's shit, and then we get our better draft pick and hopefully get a QB. But give him a full season. Let's see what happens.
But don't go and get another quarterback.
Yeah, don't go get like Kirk Cousins or something.
No. But what if Kyler Murray is available?
Oh, hell no. He's probably
okay. And one
top
more.
5 least favorite quarterback.
And what if Sam Darnold is available?
Oh shit. I gotta say no, man. Like,
it's time to do this properly.
Yeah, it's time.
Just see it out with Fields.
Darnold's been in the league long enough that I'm not gonna be the one to be like, yo, give him $40 million a year for the next 5 years after 1 year.
Okay, so your plan is set.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Next game, the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. A little bit of nervous energy in Bills Mafia after that first drive. Bo Nix looking like fucking John Elway or whoever the hell could do that. I was a little nervous, but the rest of the game played out. Josh didn't have his best game, but some big touchdowns, some big plays, and James Cook, the secret weapon. There's not much to say about that. It wasn't close.
Yeah, that was another game that, some nervous energy for sure. There's some excitement for someone like me rooting against the Bills, but you knew it was, I don't know. When they missed that field goal going into halftime, that would have tied it at 10-10. That was just like, all right, this ain't their day. Yeah.
So now, I think everybody, once they saw how the bracket lined up, was looking forward to this potential matchup. Bills, Ravens in Buffalo. Prediction. And I want to, I obviously know what side of the ball we're both on here. So let's get a score prediction. Is it close?
Ravens. I'm so bad at adding up the
Yeah, I mean any number's possible with missed extra points and shit like that. So just throw whatever out there.
Ravens 35, Bills 24.
And what's the key to the game? Who is the one player that stands out?
Their run defense has been shoddy at best most of the year. I'm going to say Derrick Henry. I'm just going to say the rush attack from the Ravens, whether it's Lamar, Justice Hill, well, he's usually catching passes, or Henry. It's going down. We beating y'all down.
Nah, but I'm saying we're looking at a point total above 65. It's just going to be back and forth like that Super Bowl with the Eagles and the Patriots, where it's whoever scores last is winning this game. That's how it's going down. And Dalton Kincaid is going to come back and make you pay, man. I mean, you had his back all year long.
Make me pay.
But finally, this is going to be his breakout game. Dalton Kincaid getting in the end zone for 2
touchdowns?
I think so. I mean, we're just throwing out.
My prediction is whoever gets up by more than 1 touchdown first wins. And I really hope the Ravens get up early, because what's been their downfall in my memory right now in the playoffs is when the Ravens get down early, they get all out of sorts and start forgetting their identity.
When they're forced to pass. Or they think they're forced to pass. They think they're
like that game last year, it's happened to them a few times where you're just watching and you're kind of scratching your head like, yo, you're the number 1 or number 2 rushing team the last 5 years straight, and then all of a sudden you just stop rushing. You got Henry, don't fuck it up. That's all that everyone said all year. Once you guys got eliminated, stick to your guns. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, we're shutting down Henry. He's going under 100. Oh man, I'm so nervous for this one.
Oh, me too.
MVP on the line, chance at the Chiefs on the line. This is what the NFL playoffs are for. So then, big week on, or a big day on Sunday. Obviously, Eagles and Packers, another snooze fest, man.
What a shit first weekend, man.
Yeah, not that exciting. Eagles get the job done. Absolute bore fest. AJ Brown had a book on the sideline. Jalen Hurts in the presser says he's never seen him read it, but he has it. Absolute disrespect. And then Commanders and Bucks. Takeaways from those two games, man.
Packers, up and down season, at times looking elite, mostly earlier in the season. They had zero momentum going into that. I think they finished 0-6 against teams in their division. And I still got love and hope for them. They came in with no Christian Watson, lost Dobbs in the game. Like, I don't know.
Love look.
They fucking turned over the opening kickoff return.
That was a hit.
Shouldn't have been a turnover, but yeah, it was just that game sucked balls. Yeah. And the Eagles, that whole AJ Brown still being a diva, and then but trying to pass it off about like, oh, I just need it. It calms me down, and it's a reset, whatever. You're winning playoff games, and you're still being a diva.
That's
I love
the
you,
problem,
AJ Brown.
bro. Like, be happy for Dotson, who gets that touchdown.
Yeah,
he doesn't get any of the credit, and then he goes out and gets you a big touchdown. Like, that's the worst part about wide receivers, man. That they can't buy in.
Yeah, well, some wide receivers.
Yeah, and then probably game of the weekend.
Yeah, the only game that was actually, some of those games were brutal. Like, they were all brutal.
Baker and the Bucks go, man.
I'm not a Baker guy. He annoys me.
What is it,
bro? It just his bravado. He just always bugged me because I don't like people like he gets. I've said this on the pod before. He gets so hyped after every play. I'm like, yo, he has like no poise, in my opinion. Like, when he does something good, he's celebrating like he won a championship, like in the second quarter. And I just never liked that about him.
Act like you've been there before.
Yeah, he does not. Like, watch his touchdown rate before halftime. Like,
yeah,
it'll be like week 3, and he'll like have a touchdown in the first quarter and start losing his mind.
He's fucking guys came back from the dead, so
yeah. No, hats off to him.
Yeah.
I've just never been a Baker fan.
Jaden Daniels and the cardiac / comeback Commanders are moving on to the next round, and they're running into a buzzsaw.
Bro, that doink.
That doink was awesome.
That was beautiful. And seeing Baker just sitting there, head down the whole time, it was nice. Yeah, shout out to the Commanders, man, because they kind of fell off midway through the season. He hurt his ribs, and then started questioning him a bit. But once he got healthy around, let's say, week 9 or whatever, it was no looking back.
Yeah. You know who I'm the happiest for?
Who?
Terry McLaurin. You gotta be happy for that guy, man. Through thick and thin over there. Been through hell the first few years of his NFL career. And you just said about some diva wide receivers. You didn't hear that out of Terry, and now he's living. But they're going to Detroit. They're headed to Ford Field. David Montgomery's coming back. There might be a fucking 50 burger on their head, and I don't know what they're gonna do about it.
It's one of those ones where happy for the Commanders as an organization. You get rid of your trash owner that everyone hated with a passion, and the slap in the face to him was just incredible. They hadn't won in 19 years, or had they not made the playoffs in 19 years, let alone won a game? I can't remember. But to not only go 12-5, make the playoffs, win a playoff game, all in his first year without the team, amazing. And to me, if they get destroyed next week, successful season, man. There's no other way to look at it.
Yeah, they made the playoffs a few years back when when the
Alex
Buccaneers won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Tom Brady played them in round 1.
Sorry, first playoff win in 19 years.
Yeah. If they can win, which I don't think they can, but it's the NFL, and these script writers are fucking crazy. All they can do is just stay close to the end, because that's how they're getting these big wins. So find a way to stay close. You know, Dan Campbell's going forward on defense.
Yeah, I just don't think their defense can handle what's coming to them. But you never know. Every once in a while, Goff looks like.
But it's not even Goff, bro.
Goff.
Sonic and Knuckles are just crazy, dude.
I know. I watch them like every week, though. There's just occasionally they get away from themselves too. I don't see it happening, but I'm just hoping for a good game and not a blowout.
I think he'll get a good half.
Yeah, go Lions. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels and co. Congrats on a great season.
Yep. And then Eagles face the winner of Minnesota and the Rams. Does it make a difference who they play?
I think so. I think either game would be epic. Did the Rams beat them this year? I feel like
I'm not too sure. I
can't remember.
I think I would rather. I know I just picked the Rams to win, but I think I would rather watch the Vikings play the Eagles.
Same. The Rams just feel like something's missing.
A little
I'd
boring.
rather.
It's a little boring for me.
Like Cooper Kupp fell off a cliff. Unfortunately, me and you got love for
Max
Mr.
Kellerman over here.
Yo, he did, man. Like it was. I think I heard.
How many injuries can one body take?
I know, dog. I think in fantasy he combined for single-digit points his 3 playoff weeks.
That's awesome.
Like
I had him in there for one of them. That was a 0. That was a 0 on
yeah,
Thursday night.
He had a donut. He put up like a 3 and like a 2 or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I got nothing but love for Cooper Kupp, and I hope he comes back better next year. But they just don't seem to have, like, they kind of fizzled out towards the end of the year. Won some dusty games, like that rain game against the Niners, field goal off. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather see the Vikings, and then I'd be Vikings over the Eagles all day. Like that AJ Brown shit, something still ain't right with that Eagles team. It feels like chemistry wise.
It's in the locker room. It's not on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And that defense, I feel like they're a band of brothers though. They play as a team.
Yeah.
Like those guys are insane. It's the offense. There's something up with Jalen Hurts. I don't think he I'm sitting in a fucking an apartment in Toronto talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, but I'm about to say I don't think Jalen Hurts is a leader. You know, I don't know.
On your Skip Bayless shit.
Yeah. And I regret saying it, but like I just get that vibe.
Bro, I loved him
last
that
year
year
in the playoffs when they got knocked out and he was just sitting on the bench like all sad. You're losing to Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. Like Jaden Daniels came out and beat them in his first year. Like you stand up, man.
There's something that I don't like about Jalen Hurts. I liked him that one year. I had him that first year. He was kind of elite and they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then you start hearing stuff about like having serious beefs with players in the locker room that think he changed after he got paid and shit. Like I just hate those kind of stories. Yeah. And then you peep like his modeling pick shit.
How would
I'm just
you
like,
not
you're
change
a kook
with like $300 million?
Oh yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
True.
Like you got to prepare for that.
But don't act holier than thou to your own teammates. That's fucked up.
And as the quarterback, you gotta be the one. So Super Bowl matchup and winner. Let's hear it, man.
I gotta go Lions. And Lions Chiefs would be so fun because I wouldn't be bummed either way. But the Chiefs, man, Malto, I'm sorry. There's just something, even though they had a better season, I feel like, than last year, where they were dropping every pass. It just seems like insane to go to the Super Bowl again. So I'm going to say the Ravens find a way to make it happen.
Dude.
Ravens, Lions.
If it's the Ravens or the Bills, to win those 2 games, to beat one another and then beat the Chiefs just to get to the Super Bowl, it's a gauntlet.
And
over there
possibly
in the
have
AFC.
The Lions waiting for you.
Yeah, but I'll say I've learned my lesson, and last year I enjoyed it because I cheered for them. So I'm gonna say Chiefs and Lions, and Sonic and Knuckles go absolutely apeshit in the Super Bowl, and we get our blue collar Super Bowl winner, America's team, the Detroit Lions, and Jahmyr Gibbs, Super Bowl MVP.
Wow. Love that. All right, I'm going to go. I take back what I just said. Chiefs, 3-peat. Let's do it, Malto. Let's fucking do it.
No. Because you thought I was going to say Bills, so you went Ravens. You didn't think I would go Chiefs, did you?
Yeah, I don't want to get eliminated possibly this week with my prediction. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs are a more sure thing against Houston. They have home field throughout.
It's hard to go. Andy Reid is just too good. And then Mahomes has, like, there's clutch people in the NFL, but he is clutch. Like, that's the one, bro. To come back and beat the Niners last year, like, that shit was psycho. Like, he wins when he's not supposed to, over and over and over. And they got the power of Taylor Swift now.
Yeah, I could just see the Chiefs defense not being able to handle Detroit in the finals, but like, don't go against that Chiefs voodoo. I'm going Chiefs beat the Lions in the Super Bowl. Mahomes, another MVP.
No. Ain't gonna happen. But I like this because I think we're set up for a Super Bowl showdown. Ghost, it's been a hell of a season. Usually, I always say they go by super quick, but this one has felt long for some reason, probably because of Australia and then the holiday season. We're going to enjoy this little break, and then we'll get back to work for the people, man.
Epic season. Thank you to all our listeners, everyone behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? The Jays, the Ants, the Davis, Richie. Why do I always start naming names?
Scotty.
Forget someone. Yeah.
Obviously, always
Morgan,
killing it for us.
Everyone. But,
Yep.
And especially the listeners. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Happy New Year. And everyone in LA, stay safe. Hope y'all are good.
Yes, sir. And obviously, JC, our Lord and Savior, Josh Clark.
What? Real shit.
All right. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Catch y'all next season.